motherfucker! What say you? Hey! Hey! But we're gonna run this ad because it's starting now. Hey! So I got this really cute loading screen that I appreciated quite a bit. And then, of course, Streamlabs said, I don't want to run today. And then I didn't get to talk about it. But it said, detergent can be defined as a surfactant. Surfactants are beyond the scope of this loading screen. They're not beyond the scope of a Hildy. Surfactants are things that change the surface tension of a molecule, essentially between liquids and solids. They're amphiphilic, which means they're the bisexuals of molecules. They're both water-loving and water-hating. And their job is to basically break the bonds between a liquid and a solid, or combine them, break the limitations, or change the magnetism. Yeah, we'll say magnetism, the charge, really, of the surface. Remember when I was like, oh, you need a bicarbonate to polish silver? Bicarbonate is, in that case, a surfactant. It is breaking the molecules that cause tarnish from the surface of the silver, putting them in a little bubble and washing them away. Because that's essentially how detergent works. Is detergent uses attraction to water and fat to say, excuse me, pardon me, I would like to have this grease inside this soap bubble and not attached to this surface. The end. Beep, 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 beep. Let's turn up the game audio. This is a quieter game than Talos. Okay. It is Friday. Friday. Let's check our data decks, shall we? We're gonna dislike small children with clans. I love that. Stella. Dorian. Just marking off some news because they drive me crazy, and there's no mark all new button. You know. There's no God. Actually experiencing a fair amount of anxiety. Most recently, a good friend confided in me quite a bit about their life. And I am loud and judgmental. Instead of telling me over years that I was becoming too judgmental or too loud, they showed everything that I said to one of the people they were complaining about. I would say things to other people like, have you ever tried to disagree with her? This is my biggest fear. Is that I will be honest and opinionated, and no one around me will talk with me. The person they showed it to refused to talk to me. My friend refused to admit that they were showing them everything. With some test of I don't know what, but new boundaries were thrown almost every day, and I followed each of them. But suddenly, overnight, I was told I'd never have a relationship with their partner. I didn't know why, you know? I wasn't, like, looking for one. I could honestly say I didn't care for her much, but I had been polite to her. I would thought I was supporting my friend through a relationship that was toxic. I was not given the impression otherwise. Until, oh, maybe a month and a half ago. And then I wasn't really... Nothing, no follow-up. No explanations. And as they refused to speak to me and spoke to other friends and said, oh, she's attacking us and our relationship. Because I write a lot. Sometimes it's a wall of text, and I'm honestly working on it. I realized I didn't want to be friends with someone like that. But one of the things that happens when you don't want to be friends with someone like that is you remember all the friendships points that you had when you were friends with someone like that. Very difficult. Very difficult. I tried to talk to them, and the partner decided, why are you not seeing this game, Streamlabs? What is wrong with you? Motherfuck. The person decided, partner decided that I had they refused to accept that there's a universe where talking about openly the flaws of someone is a way of supporting someone, and that relationships should end if they're bad for you, so that you should not work through every relationship. You should never work through every relationship. That's incredibly stupid. It doesn't matter how much you love somebody. If they're bad for you, they're bad for you. And if someone gives me the impression that they're bad for you, what am I supposed to do about it? But I don't know about you. I would never want the person who we're trying to help someone with to see these statements, because they're not meant for them. At least not in the way they're written or spoken. And to me, that's trust, right? So their partner chewed me out, told me I was a terrible person, and kind of kicked me aside. Which, they're very young. They said, stop pretending I don't know anything about relationships.
Your way towards becoming friends with everyone here. The house is settling down, becoming calm, keeping in order. I feel I can trust you with this. You are a soldier with me. But more than that, someone I can rely on. Thank you, friend.
Oh.
Dorian stands directly in your way, unmovable and unimpressed, and facing away from you entirely.
What are you looking at?
The back of your head?
That's right. It's facing away from you because I need to stay alert on the goings-on outside.
What's in the backyard that's so important?
What's in the backyard simply does not concern you right now. What you need to focus on is inside the house. If you want to speak about why, talk to front Dorian.
Okay, I'll talk with him. Goodness.
Good choice.
But you know when someone's like, oh, are they actually going to apologize? Or are they just going to say, yeah, but... And then, you know...
Step 92. It's always
It's not
a bear
worth
market.
going through.
Oh, you're back.
I'm just sad. Another holiday's coming up where I'll not have anything to do. Again, because it stood up for myself. As you grow as a person, you're going to gain and lose friends. That's just what's going to happen. Especially if you're autistic or depressed, it's going to happen more frequently. I become more and more convinced I'm not a good person. But I know it's just that. For a long time now, I've attracted people who need someone as assertive as me for a long time. And then when they don't, when they get better, I'm too much. There's no point in doing this live. Is that so surprising?
I just thought you might be done with me.
I'm just not interested in this camp. We're still friends, aren't we?
Well, I'm very touched, even if it's not a scam.
You said you knew what it was.
I know that it's difficult, but it's also possible.
Still gung-ho on that booklet?
I'll be seeing it through best I can, yes.
Why are you so stubborn about this?
Because I've never let myself be stubborn before. I'm getting on. There's certain things I just need to do. Need to try. Need to know. I've never really had to until now.
Why not?
I didn't have the need. This booklet is the only thing I have. The only chance I'm given.
Did your partner pass?
I'm old and I'm slow and greeting is all I've ever done. And who's going to give me a chance to do more than that if not myself?
She is basically she's McGonagall if she didn't pursue education. Tev, you literally have the most perfect timing in the history of the gods. I was just crying.
And I know I'm not good at it. But maybe I can be.
Hi, Day. What if we could find something else?
I've looked, dearie. Trust me, I have.
Then let me help.
Seems I still can't say no. But I can't keep saying yes.
Tears. I had to end my friendship with Jen. She stares, Day. And, it was for really good reasons, but of course, when you end friendships with people, they're never very nice to you. Jen just didn't say anything. Jen's one of my closest friends. He used to stream co-op with me on Sunday. But the long story short is that he's dating a much younger person who, for a long time, wouldn't even get on a bus. She was so afraid. And she's broken a lot of promises over the course of time. Like, becoming independent, all sorts of things. And in March, she broke another promise, and Jen, as usual, every time she broke a promise, would come to me telling me about it. And, he said, yeah, I should probably break up with her. Then a month and a half later, he told me to never talk about the relationship again. After I sort of put my foot down and said, it's been 2 years of you waffling back and forth on breaking up with her. I don't understand what's going on. Are you being truthful or not? I only asked after her in good ways and left it alone. But it was starting to bother me because he had told me I could never have a relationship with her. That she was tired of not being good enough for me. And I said, how would she feel that way if you hadn't told her everything I'd been saying? And he would never confirm or deny it. And as far as I'm concerned, there's sort of this unspoken pact in friendship that when they talk to you about a relationship, your job is to help them not be abused. And if there's problems in the relationship, there's problems, right? But the key point is that they're not going to take whatever you say and tell the partner because, one, that's unnecessarily hurtful to the partner, and two, then why are you talking to me? It turns out, for months, he'd been showing everything I'd ever typed to her, without talking about how in person he would speak. Nor talking about how in person I would defend her or do what I could. I put my foot down and said, if she's not going to talk to me, then you're not going to be honest. I can't do this. And she then took the opportunity, because she's young, to chew me out and tell me that I don't understand anything about life. Under the guise of expecting an apology or working something out. That's when I realized I had to end my friendship with someone who, when I had to go to trial for unemployment, literally printed out all of my paperwork and got it notarized for me. Yeah, I felt probably the most betrayed I have in a really long time. I'm proud of myself because I actually am the type who will just keep being friends with you no matter what you do. Like, I actually had a fiance disappear while I was at work right before I turned 30. The wedding was a month away and he just disappeared. And, he was a sociopath and a narcissist and had been working with the people around me because I was no longer pattern, no longer not standing up for myself. And every time I've started to stand up for myself, the bold personality that you thought had nothing to say to you is suddenly a bitch. So I tend to cling to friendships and like really dig into them. And this is the first time I didn't. This is the first time I said, you haven't been honest with me, and it doesn't matter how many nice things you've done for me. You know, I asked him so many times. So many times. You know, why does she feel this way? I don't understand. It's really upsetting me. What's going on? You know, in person and not. There was a period of time where he wasn't responding to anybody at all. Like, he got invited out to dinner once and he didn't even say no. And he's done that before, so I gave him the benefit of the doubt. But he didn't respond to anything I said there. I would have panic attacks, like, what's going on? This is not how our friendship has gone. I don't understand. This is someone I spoke to every day for quite some time. And I do miss him, but I can't trust him. What always gets me is that I'm usually more alone afterwards. After anything, I stand up for myself. I'm typically more alone. So another holiday's coming around and I've stood up for myself and I've lost another friendship and everyone's busy. I've been trying to be really tough, but it just kind of hit me today. Thanks, Dave. It was just really... I did leave the door open that if both him and his partner will sit down and talk with me, and in that discussion, he will, you know, he doesn't know this boundary, but he's gonna have to own up to lying all the fucking time to both of us. But I don't think it's gonna happen. He didn't even respond to me saying our friendship was done. But again, it's another friendship that was like in my D&D game, and so now I either kick him out or he's just there, and he was a moderator on my Discord and a moderator on my channel, and he bought 6 months subscription, you know? Like, it just... I was talking about how when his parents come into town next Christmas, if they do, I can't wait to see them again. This was my best friend. One of them. So the wound is deep, even if it was my decision. Thanks for listening, because all of my friends are friends with each other. Even people in this channel know Jen. So... Jen was my #1 supporter here. He used to be like, that's my streamer. Not that Paris and Vic aren't #1 supporters too, but... he was the first to really, like, commit to standing behind me and be there all the time. I gotta play this game. I can't just cry. No one will ever follow my channel if I cry all the time. My financial situation isn't the most stable. I know. I know. So I have to establish myself as much as possible before I have to cut down on my time streaming, you know? Right, but Tev, like the dude-to-dude conversation is like, can you imagine that dude turning around and telling his girlfriend? Not just telling her, but saying, oh, you always jump to conclusions and you're difficult to talk to. Literally, they were saying things like, you know how it is every time you disagree with Hildy. It only ends one way. Like, why do you even want to be friends with me if that's what you think? And I'm 40. I don't want friendship that's like that, you know? What even is that? And they were saying that to Victor, of all people. You think Victor isn't going to just look up from the phone and say, what is this? What's wrong with you? Whose side do you think Victor's gonna be on? So it was so surprising because that's just not the person I thought that he was. I never thought that was the person he was. And it's frustrating because I'm an adult and I think I know adults. And as far as I've come to expect when you speak with adults in a reasonable way about things that are going on, you expect them to have reasonable responses. But I've realized that maybe for the past 40 years, well, so let me give you some help, Tiff. You just pick who you like more. I mean, it is. So it's not even the relationship that's the problem. It's that I would ask him, have you done this? And he would not say so. Right? You just pick who you like more. Who am I? It's that I would literally sit down with him and say, I don't understand why she's saying I think this way unless you've taken what we've spoken to and spoke to her about it. And he would never say he did. Right. It's that he would not talk to me. And I don't... And he would ask me for advice, Tev. It was like a trap. It was a trap. He would come confide in me, you know? He'll tell you that's not what he would do. He'll tell me that he was just telling me about problems, and I would come back with bad things about her, but... That's not really here nor there. The point is, I would ask him, is this what's going on? And he wouldn't say that. Right, that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. Guys do that, but you're not supposed to say anything. That's unacceptable because, well, and that's not how he operates. So guys do that, quote unquote, but that's not how he operated. He would expect something to be said. Yeah, guys aren't supposed to get, like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Is like, you know, you're not supposed to say anything, quote unquote, but you don't, like, walk up to someone, put them in the middle of a situation and to say, hey, you're not supposed to say anything ever. Just provide me with emotional labor and do nothing about it. That's not exactly how. So I think for a long time, heteronormative communication has been the gold standard, but heteronormative communication sucks. I mean, Tev, you read this fan fiction. Heteronormative communication sucks. Yeah, it sucks. And Jen was not the sort of person to support heteronormative communication. So if he were a dude, you might be spot on, but you should think of him more like a queer space person. Which means it's really, really super betray, right? Like, and it's not like he's wrong for choosing to do that. If he decided he wanted to show his girlfriend, that's not necessarily the wrong move. It's a fucked up one, but it's not the wrong move. It's that he would tell me he wasn't, or he wouldn't answer at all. So I don't know how long this was going on, and how much I inadvertently hurt this other human. Consistently being set up to do it. I honestly don't know. Because if he won't tell me he's doing that much and stand up for her, what else is he not telling me, right? And I would ask him directly and be like, I'm not mad, I just need to know, right? Like, why does she suddenly hate me? What's going on? So, what was the catalyst was I found out I was no longer allowed in their home, really. And I was baffled, because I hadn't done anything as far as I understood. Anything that hadn't been resolved over time. Friends fight sometimes. But folks went over there and she said something like, oh, thank God Hildy's not coming, I don't have to deal with her. And I was like, oh, I can't go to their house. It's that bad? So I couldn't trust him. Like, how are you gonna let someone work their way out of your house when they're asking you not to do it? And again, I'm not pretending that I've made no mistakes. I'm certainly mouthy and direct and don't read a room. I'm fucking autistic, for God's sake. Which I didn't know till recently, so I didn't know to develop communicational coping skills till recently. But at a bare minimum, I do expect that if I ask you why something's happening, you don't continue to cause me pain. Like, I would communicate, I am feeling very anxious, I'm feeling very insecure, I don't understand why our friendship has changed, I don't understand why this has happened. I mean, it's true, but I don't think that's true, Tev. I think that people I think, Tev, that is maybe... I would typically be that way, but the way that I was hearing from both of them for some time, until I put a boundary between me and her, this relationship was really ruining their lives. But I'm not really talking about this to, I don't know, analyze where I went wrong, because I know that. I'm more talking about how it feels to no longer be able to trust someone that you care about. Because I gave ample opportunity for communication. Ample. I talk to this fucker every day. And not once did he try to talk to me about anything. Well, I wouldn't say not once. Maybe once, like twice, in May. But nothing... But he would just say, you're gonna have a tough time. Like, you're fucking Sans? You're gonna have a bad time? Get out of here. Bullshit. Anyway, the sadness I feel is less about Jen being gone and more about how it seems like when I do really start setting boundaries for myself, something happens and I end up alone. Or less. It does make you feel like you are the problem at all times, even if that's not logical. But I was also raised to feel that way. So... Hildy lore right here. My parents once slapped me and told me I was a mistake when I was 13. This is how you get funny. So let's play this game.
Fine. But I won't wait around forever. And for now, dearie, truth be told, I'm a little knackered. I'll think on it, I promise. I just can't keep standing still. Regardless, thank you.
They do. All people suck, myself included. I maybe just expected more. Alright, Bathsheba, last time I talked to you, you brought Amir out, and he was the hottest thing ever.
Bathsheba looks, for the first time since you've met her, sad and entirely unenergetic. She sighs when she sees you.
Oh. Hey.
Oh. What's wrong?
Everything. Talking to Amir was like so great. I was like, wow, I could use this experience again. So, I went around the house, you know, using all the lessons I learned from you.
You mean the lessons that you didn't learn from me? Amir is the mirror, yes. Could you repeat those for me?
1. Tell others they're being annoying.
No.
2, whenever you have something shady to say it.
No.
3, make sure your future friend compliments you constantly.
No. That is not what I taught you.
Yes, it is. I was paying attention. You need to take responsibility for what you've done. Your little friendship lessons made me enemies. I thought I was going to get compliments, and I got insults and rejection.
Oh, she is awful. Maybe you need to try a different approach.
Like what? Humility? No one would ever ask a princess to be humble.
Well, maybe you're not a princess.
It's not in me. I don't get it. Everyone around here is so easy to talk to, and they know just who I am. Well, most everyone is. I wasn't expecting the rest of the house to be so mean.
I wish I could tell you life isn't like that, but it is.
Okay, but like, you can tell me that anyway.
I won't.
It would be nice to hear it. Look, unless you've got some good tea for me, or you're gonna tell me how pretty I am. I just want to be alone.
I don't want to feed into her bad patterns, but I also... You know, she did go through bad experiences. It does suck to be rejected. Like... She's a catty cunt. But she legitimately doesn't understand that she's a catty cunt. You're the most beautiful tub I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, that is pretty good. But I'm still sad. I just need a little time for me, okay? Let's talk later.
Yo, house homie! Good to see you back around the competition casita.
I thought it was the adrenaline den.
Names are always changing, homie. Gotta go with the flow. Ride the swell, dog! Anyway, you're just in time. It's finally the big day! We are so freaking pumped, amigo!
Arbor Day?
So close! We love trees. This is even bigger. It's time for our ultimate stunt!
It is Tuesday.
We've been practicing days for this.
So, Tev, I don't know if you've watched any of the VODs, but there's actually been like, there's missing Hanks. Like Hank number 7, number 6, and number 8. Like, I asked them how many Hanks are missing, and they wouldn't answer me. They said I was sowing discord.
Maybe even weeks. And now the weather's perfect.
What's the ultimate stunt?
We'll get to that in a sec, Broseph. But first, we have to finish our warm-up exercises. Gotta stretch the muscles and joints for today's epic adventure. If we're not limber enough, one false move could turn us all into roadkill. Isn't that freaking fire?
Is it really that dangerous?
Hell yeah it is, dog! I know all the stretching might seem overkill. But the last time we skipped stretching, it was an epic failure. Total foobar, dog! See, that's the jump when we lost Hank number 6.
See? You lost him due to lack of stretching?
It's hard to say with 100% certainty. But we didn't stretch enough, and now he's gone. We miss you so much, Hank number 6! So trust me, we're not taking any chances today. We stretch activate our muscles, and we nail this stunt. It's gonna be Gucci.
Sounds like a plan.
Can't believe it's finally here, homie. The day we've been dreaming about since we were little baby Hanks. The ultimate stunt.
This is all one voice actor.
We've trained our whole lives for this moment. So get ready to witness history. Or a massive catastrophe. Yeah, but mostly history.
Sounds like Hank's number 2 has some misgivings.
Yeah, well, Hank number 2 is a lame wad.
Rude!
I'm not a lame wad, dog. And I totally believe in us. It's Red Bull that I don't trust.
Why is that, Hank number 2?
Yeah, they provide us with sick gear and viral exposure, but at what cost? Lately, feels like they're more interested in their bottom line than our well-being.
Oh. How so?
I'm getting to that.
I'm sorry.
They cut corners on safety while pushing us to take bigger and more epic risks. And as adrenaline junkies, we thrive on those risks. We push ourselves to the limit because we want our team to be a success. But sometimes I wonder, in the pursuit of collective greatness, do we overlook our own value as individuals?
Explain.
Think about it, amigos. When something happens to one of us, there's always a new Hank ready to take their place, right? Maybe that's why we take these insane risks without a second thought. Because if we're all replaceable, does it really matter if something happens to one of us? It's a question we gotta ask ourselves, dogs. Do we view ourselves as identical and replaceable because we truly are? Or because that's how Red Bull wants us to view ourselves?
Wow. That's deep.
I know, right? Wow. You know what, Hank's number 2? I thought you were just being a lame nerd. But you made a lot of sense. I agree. I'm not some identical twin with no intrinsic value of my own. Yeah. Red Bull has been a whack sponsor. What do you think, house homie? Should we drop him?
Hell yeah! You Hanks deserve better.
Then it's settled. As of today, the Hanks are free agents!
Heck yeah!
Hooray!
Amazing. So what are you gonna do now?
We just heard from Hector. He's gonna run a maintenance cycle on the HVAC system. Which means there's gonna be monster thermals we can rip on our gliders!
What's the difference between that and hang gliding?
Duh! The change in air pressure creates insane conditions! Gonzo updrafts off furniture, barometric pitch dips, tailwind speed loops! Woo! Translation, the ride of a lifetime.
Sounds amazing.
It is! Wanna come?
Yeah? Let's go!
Hooray! We're getting into the real stuff now. Yeah, this is a little more intense than anything we've done so far. We'll prep your gear for you. Don't want you getting pitted. I'll be your wingman.
We'll see if you can keep up with me.
Oh yeah? We love a challenge. Wait. I can hear it. Hector's starting the cycle. Oh, mighty winds, blow us to good fortune. Thanks away!
That's so dope. I really wish I could go hang gliding with the Hanks. Is there anyone in here to still talk to? Art.
Welcome back.
Hi, NPR. How are you?
So, here is my plan
NPR?
of artistic
Ooh.
attack. This whole house is going to be a gallery.
Yes.
Right now, I have 4 pieces I'd like to display, and we have 4 really excellent pieces of wall real estate to make use of. and I'd love your help deciding which piece goes best in which place.
All right.
Let's jump right in, shall we? The first one is this powerful painting of a ship. It's done in the style of J.M.W. Gasburner. He was actually quite troubled.
He was.
So moody. Shall we talk about it?
Sure, why not?
So, what do you see?
Celebration of colonialism.
Ah, yes. How interesting. What a keen historical eye you possess. This painting does evoke the great naval age of Western Europe, where command of the seas allowed those cultures to assert their dominance to the far reaches of the globe.
Yep, assert, extort, pillage.
Yes, a terrible cost indeed. Do you think we should display this one?
Yeah, I do, because I don't think it portrays colonialism affectionately.
Most excellent. Now, on to location.
Above the fireplace, next to the ship in the bottle.
Just here?
No, it doesn't look right.
Where shall we hang it?
No, that's the best place for it.
Just here?
Perfect.
You have quite an eye, I think. It looks fantastic there. Well done. There are more to go through. The gallery is yet in its infancy. Come back to me here in the attic when you're ready, and we'll do this again. I so enjoy talking about art, no matter your preferences.
Yeah, I agree, Tevra. One of my favorite things about it is how almost cartoonishly they used to be painted too. Like everything was so bright. You know, we were like, oh yeah, purple was the color of royalty, those purple togas, but then we don't extend that, like, purple columns, purple tiles, you know? Alright, alright. Holly said to see her in the morning, and I haven't done that for a long time, so let's do it.
Oh. You came!
Eventually. I said I would.
Well, it's not that I didn't think that you would, it's just, I've got a tricky schedule. So, it's easier to presume that people have to cancel. Or they'll forget. Or they'll just have their own lives. Which is me. I'm people. I cancel or forget, or I have my own life.
I have a friend like this. I love her very much, Vaughn, but we never have a chance. You seem kind of hard on yourself.
I'm just realistic.
What was the gig?
The gig was hard, underpaid, fun, just a local pet. My favorite kind, the little ones. Oh, sorry, it's not you.
Tired?
A little, but who isn't? Usually, when I finish a shift, most of the others are asleep. I never really get to talk about my work, so it's strange. It's nice. Well, the shift wasn't, but this is.
Why do you work so much?
Someone has to. It's my job. It's always a holiday somewhere, and someone has to do the work to bring the wonder to everyone else. I'm a helper most of the time. Essential, so they say. Sometimes, when it's useful to say so.
Oh my god, I know! Holly, I hear you so much. Being a, like, service worker is a fucking nightmare. Everyone says you're essential until you're not.
Sorry. Here I am complaining I never have anyone to talk to, and now I'm yawning in your face. I guess I should knock off. I've got a shift in the morning, but thanks. I really appreciate it.
Get some rest.
No! You get some rest.
Let's go put another painting on the wall.
Ah, you've returned. Excellent. I have a very important piece to discuss with you today. This one. Ah, this one. It is Japanese, done in the style of the Muromachi period.
I own that? God, that's worth a lot of money.
For me, it is such a wonderful evocation of the fullness of empty space and the emptiness of presence. Ecstatic. What do you think about this piece?
I definitely have opinions.
Wonderful. Where would you like to begin?
The composition of it is really beautiful. It's well balanced.
That it is. The tree, off-center, but in the foreground that beckons you in.
This like very pale sky where the clouds are essentially cut out of the material is excellent.
In its relative detail compared to the rest of the image, it's almost an anchor for your conscious attention.
Yeah, I almost don't think he's pretentious so much as he's just like super passionate, and talking about art always talks pretentious. It always sounds pretentious.
While your unconscious mind floats away to the misty mountains in the farther frame.
I love that his blinking is actually his mouth because he's a statue.
What about the composition touches you?
Those mountains.
Yes, the mountains. How do they appeal to you?
They're kind of creepy. They're ominous.
Look at you. You have room for a Zen-like meditative experience and also creepy. How delightfully flexible you are. Shall we display it in the gallery?
Absolutely.
And what a calm corner that shall be. Where shall we hang it?
Let's see.
Like this?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't like that color combination.
Where shall we hang it? Here?
Yeah.
Well, two wonderful pieces hung up to please the eye. Well done. A few more to go still. Let me get them prepared for viewing and then feel free to return.
I love him. He is so NPR. He is literally, that's all he is. He's like, Art Galleries with Art has been brought to you by listeners just like you. On 91.5 John Day, The Dalles. 91.7 KNPR, Corvallis, and Astoria. You hate that? You hate it being in the bathroom? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do hate that. Let's see. Was it in the upstairs bathroom? No, downstairs. Let's go look at it downstairs. Yeah, like, its lack of verticality, like, the composition's horrible. I mean, I feel like it actually belittles the piece in a way. It's all stretched out, right? Hmm.
You find Mitchell looking more pensive than usual. He sits, staring off into the distance, absently swirling a glass of red.
It's that its ratio is off. It was essentially 1 to 1.25 in the dialogue, and now on the bathroom wall it's 1 to 3, or 3 to 1.
He notices you when you approach, and you catch a glint of something in his eyes.
Bonsoir, mon ami, mon chéri. Sometimes I get so wrapped up in what I'm doing that I forget the most essential things.
He's Michelin. He rates the restaurants in the house. Well, shall we? I like the sound of that.
Yes, well, you've been on my mind. I wanted to ask your opinion about something.
Ask away.
Do you think there is a connection between food and love?
Awesome. Have a good night, Dee.
Specifically, do you think that by eating with another, delighting in delicacies,
Thank you.
appreciating the ambiance of a fine establishment, engaging in pleasant conversation and the elegant dance of table manners, can these things make love?
They are themselves an act of love.
An act of love. Do you mean to say that love is created by what we do?
To a point.
This is a beautiful sentiment, and one that goes straight to my heart. Do return soon, yes? I must say I am eagerly awaiting our next rendezvous. I've begun to find you rather entrancing. But tonight I need some time with this glass of wine. That is to say, time to be with myself.
All right, buddy.
Oh,
You're pretentious as shit, but I don't hate you. See, I think he's the pretentious one, Tev. I think Art is very genuine in his passions. I think Michelin is a pretentious son of a bitch.
Bathsheba is glaring at you. You've never seen her so sincerely unhappy.
Bathsheba, what?
Well, well, well. If it isn't you, the dumbest, loserest loser I've ever met.
Yeah, it bothers me. What is your problem exactly?
Dude, it's you! You walk into my bathroom. You start talking all this stupid stuff about how I don't have any social skills. Meanwhile, you're just putting me down and being rude and trying to embarrass me in front of everyone. I was wondering why I've been so sad lately, and then it hit me. You are jealous of how popular and loved I am. So you set up this little scheme to embarrass me and make me look like a loser.
That is not remotely true.
When the loser all along was you!
I think this is a hate ending. I was genuinely trying to help. Oh. This is what makes you feel better.
It does! You better enjoy this, because this is the last time you get to look at my gorgeous face.
She pauses for a few seconds, presumably to allow you to take it all in.
Okay, you got it? Need a little longer.
Please.
Well, too bad! Get lost then, ding-dong!
No, Bathsheba, you cannot ruin this for me. Are you charm? Fuck.
Looks like you're all wet.
Yeah, I know. I tried so hard with her. Fuck. Is she... Okay, he's Sass. Bathsheba. Charm. Damn it! Bathsheba! Alright, it's time to see if I can get more than one candy. Fuck. So you can get candies to, like...
Hello. I am so excited to see you again.
undo hate endings.
I've been thinking non-stop about our plan.
Like, I'm gonna have to seriously restart this day.
Are you ready to make some moves? Or can I help you with something else?
I'm ready to let's do this.
I think it's time we brought in our accomplished...
Of course it's Mac. It would be Mac. We're gonna hack into a diary to look at his history.
But before we do, I think we ought to be prepared for them to say no. After all, this is an odd thing. So, what should we do if they refuse?
We could try using specs points.
Why, that's brilliant. Okay, here they come.
Mac wheels into the room with a kind smile on their face, greeting the two of you with a small wave.
Except I don't have wheelchair accessible stairs.
I believe my presence is requested?
That's right, Mac. We have a rather curious request for you.
Oh.
We've got to find the key to Keith's imprisonment.
Very well. I'll be happy to help. Where is this key located within my storage?
It's in an online journal, actually. Someone else's online journal.
Am I to understand that you are asking me to do some unauthorized breaking and entering?
That's exactly correct, Mac. Sounds fun, right?
While this does sound entertaining, I'm afraid I have to refuse. This goes against the ethical model coded into me at creation.
Mac, please. Keith is really suffering here.
Well, if it means we could help him, I guess I can make an exception.
Can't ask a Mac to do that. Needs a PC for that.
Let's do it! Okay, let me just boot up TOR. If we're gonna do this, let's do it right.
Oh, we're gonna use Tor?
Keith, can you point me at the URL?
Sure thing, Mac. Tappity tap tap tap.
Okay, here we are.
Tappity tap tap tap.
Password login screen. And yikes, looks like it's protected against brute force attacks.
Ugh, meaning we've got limited attempts.
Exactly. So we'll have to be careful. What should we do?
Let's search the dark web for a password dump.
Ah, an excellent idea.
I know, it's called TOR. I was just like, I was gonna let it go because it's clearly just a writer who did research and didn't know what to do with that, but...
Searching. Debugging myself. Counter-hacking. Back to searching.
Counter-hacking, are you joking?
Aha! Here we go. What's this now? A pop-up just appeared. Free passwords from Romania. Only sex interest? Looks promising.
Don't click on that. Are you insane?
Guess we're gonna have to try something else then.
Let's call Valdivian.
Genius. I'm right here if you need me.
Hello, you've reached Valdivian Personal Online Suite Services.
Well, it said it was in all caps. I actually think it is the writer. Because you don't write Tor in all caps. So I think it's down the chain, right? So I think it's writer, sound director, and VA all didn't know what Tor was. Or that they knew what Tor was because they did the research, but they didn't know that it's T lowercase OR and you say Tor.
This is Jeremy speaking.
Jeremy from Valdivian.
To whom Is this to whom I'm speaking?
This is Beth from accounting.
Beth from accounting? Oh boy, Archie, you sound cute and attractive and honest.
I certainly am, Jeremy, and I need an account password.
Of course, can do.
It's online journal account 772033142.
Also, they do not understand LiveJournal.
Right away. Looks like it's password 1234. Which is a very excellent and secure password if I do say so, Beth.
Thank you, Jeremy. That will be all.
Click. Okay, let's just type this in.
I love the voice acted sound effects in this scene.
My God, that's done it!
We're in.
Wow, a whole life right here before our eyes.
Let's see what he was like.
I'm seeing lots of things here, but let's look for what we need. Huh. Past relationships. He sure was lonely. Let's see. Work logs, favorite restaurants, crypto account passwords.
Well, we should probably get into those. Did you just say crypto account passwords?
Sure did. Let's just leave those where they lie, though, okay?
No.
We are not thieves.
Yes, we are. Of course not. God damn it.
Hey, come on now.
And?
And that's it. That's the end of the journal. There is nothing whatsoever about me. Not even one mention. Nowhere is it mentioned why he cast me into that abominable crawl space. It's as if he didn't even care.
There's somewhere else we can look?
That's it for the journal. Nothing else is in the account.
The quick scan isn't revealing any mention of key at all. Well, except that crypto account.
Which we are leaving alone.
No!
Thanks for all your help, Mac.
Anytime. Sorry, man. I'll be in sleep mode if you need me.
Well, I guess that's it for this adventure. I am so grateful to you for attempting to help me with my lost memories. All I can say is, I hope we can make some new memories together.
I'd love that, Keith. Your friendship means a lot to me.
I feel the same. I will always be available. Right there, on the table, enjoying my retirement. And if you ever feel like a sweet, you know where to go. Which reminds me, let me take a closer look at you.
He narrows his eyes, evaluating you with a sharp up and down
Come on,
gaze.
give me another Smarts
You can
candy.
feel
That means I
yourself-
can get
Not
more than
that
one.
you need it, but this charm candy might come in handy.
You take in the scent of the charm candy. Is it your imagination? Or did you just get 5% more charismatic?
This tasty morsel will turn your natural charm up to 11.
No! I only get one? Oh my god. Okay, a lot of this was crying. It didn't actually take that long. Wow, pilot lights use half of the available energy of a unit. That's actually really cool. Okay. So let's just see about Bathsheba right off the bat. Let's just try and not fuck up with her.
Bathsheba looks, for the first time since you've met her, she sighs when she sees you.
Oh, hey.
What's wrong?
Everything. Talking to a mirror was like...
Okay, we're gonna go through you.
So, I went around the house, you know, using all the lessons I learned from you.
What exactly do you think those lessons were?
1, 2, 3, make sure your future friend compliments you constantly.
I can't understand why that didn't work.
I can't either. And that's not even all. Your little friendship lessons made me enemies. I thought I was going to get compliments, and I got insults and rejection.
You don't deserve that.
Her lip trembles as her eyes fill with tears.
I don't. I really don't. I don't get it. Everyone around here is so easy to talk to, and they know just who I am. Well, most everyone is. I wasn't expecting the rest of the house to be so mean.
You can't control what others think of you. Don't make it your problem.
I don't know how to do that. I wish I could, but I don't know how. Look, unless you've got some good tea for me, or you're gonna tell me how pretty I am, I just want to be alone.
I heard Jean-Lou's upcoming album has been delayed again.
Oh, but I just need a little... Let's talk later.
Oh my god. I don't think I can avoid this hate ending. Ah! Okay. Well, both.
You find Mitchell looking more pensive than usual. He notices you when you approach, and you catch a glint of something in his eyes.
Bonsoir, mon ami, mon chéri. Sometimes I get so wrapped up in what I'm doing that I forget the most essential things.
Something wrong, Mitchell?
Not at all, not at all. In fact, something has never been more right. May I ask you something?
Ask away.
Do you think there is a connection between food and love? Specifically, do you think appreciating, engaging in present... Can these things make love?
They are themselves an act of love.
An act of love. This is a beautiful sentence. Do return soon. I must say, I've begun to find... But tonight I need some time.
You are already recorded doing that, so there we go. Okay. We're gonna save. In case we cannot avoid a hate ending.
Ah, Cherub. There you are.
Hi, Astarion!
I am quite glad that you've returned. I've been sitting on some very big thoughts, and I haven't had the opportunity to express them until now, and as you can imagine, sitting on anything big for a long period of time makes me antsy.
Antsy, eh? All I'm saying is sitting on something big does more than make me antsy.
And you even got me to weep openly, which is something that only those with the most exclusive of backstage passes ever get to see. Points. So, to begin, I've been thinking about you. Did you know that you can be unbelievably annoying?
Rude. Yep.
Oh yes, frustrating to the point of nausea.
Hi, Misroy!
But I have to tell you, I like it. I know, that expression on your face, I'm assuming it's shock, yes?
Yes. Closer to amusement.
Amusement. That would most likely be my next guess, yes. I'm accustomed to seeing mostly awe, admiration, love, worship, etc. on the faces of folk in my audience, so I'm trying to get better at deciphering facial expressions that aren't that.
Yes. Excellent skill right there.
Anyway, you're annoying, and I also like you. And I appreciate your, well, let's just call it what it is, friendship. So I'm wondering if you'd like to officially call yourself my friend.
I'd love that. Let's do it.
Do it we shall. The friendship, I mean, nothing else. Oh, nothing more. I mean, dear Barbara, you know what I mean.
Meow, 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 meow.
You and me against against linoleum, cherub. Ha!
You and me against linoleum. Okay. I'm not entirely sure how to get you two back together, but I feel better about that whole scenario. Misroy, I had to restart today because I got a hate ending with Bathsheba.
Step 92. It's always a bear market. Oh, you're back.
I am. That's so surprising.
I just thought you might be done with me.
I'm just not interested in the scam. We're still friends, aren't we?
Well, I'm very touched.
Yeah, the problem is you can only get one candy for each category. So she's charm and Tony's charm. So I can't undo a hate ending. I can't undo both of their hate endings to realize them all in one run. So I have to try and get around Bathsheba.
Even if it's not a scam.
You said you knew what it was.
I know that it's difficult, but it's also possible.
So you're sticking with it?
I'll be seeing it through best I can. Yes.
Why are you so stubborn about this?
Because I've never let myself be stubborn before. I'm getting on. There's certain things I just need to do. Need to try. Need to know. I've never really had to until now.
Why not?
I didn't have the need. This booklet is the only thing I have. The only chance I'm given. I'm old and I'm slow and greeting is all I've ever done. And who's going to give me a chance to do more than that if not myself? And I know I'm not good at it. But maybe I can be.
What if we could find something else?
I've looked, dearie. Trust me, I have.
Then let me help.
Seems I still can't say no. But I can't keep saying yes. Fine. But I won't wait around forever. And for now, dearie, truth be told, I'm a little knackered. I'll think on it, I promise. I just can't keep standing still.
I understand.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yo, house homie! Good to see you back around the competition casita.
Love the new moniker.
It's bossin', right? Anyway, you're just in time. It's finally the big day. We are so freaking pumped, amigo!
Tuesday?
We wish! This is even bigger. It's time for our ultimate stunt!
Dun dun dun!
We've been practicing days for this, maybe even weeks. And now the weather's perfect!
What's the ultimate stunt?
We'll get to that in a sec, Broseph. But first, we have to finish our warm-up exercises. Gotta stretch the muscles and joints for today's epic adventure. If we're not limber enough, one false move could turn us all into roadkill. Isn't that freaking fire?
Is it really that dangerous?
Hell yeah it is, dog! I know all the stretching might seem overkill. The last time we skipped stretching, it was an epic failure. Total foobar, dog! See, that's the jump when we lost Hank number 6.
So you lost him due to lack of stretching?
It's hard to say with 100% certainty. But we didn't stretch enough, and now he's gone. We miss you so much, Hank number 6! So trust me, we're not taking any chances today. We stretch, activate our muscles, and we nail this stunt. It's gonna be Gucci!
Sounds like a plan.
Can't believe it's finally here, homie. The day we've been dreaming about since we were little baby Hanks. The ultimate stunt. We've trained our whole lives for this moment. So get ready to witness history. Or a massive catastrophe. Yeah, but mostly history.
Sounds like Hank number 2 has some misgivings.
Yeah, well, Hank number 2 is a lame wad. I'm not a lame wad, dog. And I totally believe in us. It's Red Bull that I don't trust.
Why is that, Hank number 2?
Yeah, they provide us with sick gear and viral exposure, but at what cost? Lately, it feels like they're more interested in their bottom line than our well-being.
How so?
I'm getting to that!
Sorry.
They cut corners on safety while pushing us to take bigger and more epic risks. And as adrenaline junkies, we thrive on those risks. We push ourselves to the limit because we want our team to be a success. But sometimes I wonder, in the pursuit of collective greatness, do we overlook our own value as individuals?
Explain.
Think about it, amigos. If something happens to one of us, there's always a new Hank ready to take their place, right? Maybe that's why we take these insane risks without a second thought. Because if we're all replaceable, does it really matter if something happens to one of us? It's a question we gotta ask ourselves, dogs. Do we view ourselves as identical and replaceable because we truly are? Or because that's how Red Bull wants us to view ourselves?
Wow, Hank number 2. That's deep.
I know, right? Wow. You know what, Hank's number 2? I thought you were just being a lame nerd. You made a lot of sense. I agree. I'm not some identical twin with no intrinsic value of my own. Yeah. Red Bull has been a whack sponsor. What do you think, house homie? Should we drop him?
Definitely. You Hanks deserve better.
Then it's settled. As of today, the Hanks are free agents! Hooray!
Amazing. So what are you going to do now?
We just heard from Hector. He's gonna run a maintenance cycle on the HVAC system. Which means there's gonna be monster thermals we can rip on our gliders!
What's the difference between that and just normal Hank gliding?
Duh! The change in air pressure creates insane conditions! Gonzo updrafts off furniture, barometric pitch dips, tailwind speed loops! Woo! Translation, the ride of a lifetime.
Sounds amazing.
It is! Wanna come?
Yeah, let's go!
Hooray!
And you're not some fresh-faced kid who doesn't know anything. Fuck you too. No.
We're getting into the real stuff now. Yeah, this is a little more intense than anything we've done so far. We'll prep your gear for you. Don't want you getting pitted. I'll be your wingman.
We'll see. If you can keep up with me.
Oh yeah? We love a challenge. Wait. I can hear it. Hector's starting the cycle. Oh, mighty winds, blow us to good fortune! Thanks away!
Okay. Save. Because tomorrow morning, we talk to Bathsheba.
Bathsheba is back to her usual happiness, greeting you with a peppy little wave.
Oh, good.
Hi! You know, I was sitting here in the bath feeling sorry for myself. After the real tragedy I went through when some of the objects in this house were mean to me. And I couldn't help but think about you.
Oh, please don't
So
turn.
what if I only have a couple of actual friends? I have you, and you're basically the second most popular being in the house. I'm number one, obviously. Everyone's just too intimidated to be close friends. And that's fine, I don't need them. But if they see me and you walking around being besties and having a ball...
Oh, dear.
They'll be so totally jealous! And that's the most important thing at the end of the day.
Oh my god.
So, I just wanted to let you know, as of today, you and I are actual besties.
No hate ending. Well, I was hoping we could be lovers. Sure, you're very hot. Oh, wow.
Lovers! Me and you!
She lets out a loud, cackling laugh.
Oh my god, that is so cute. No. Just besties. I'm not even gonna touch all that. Oh, you are so adorable, though. Oh my god! All right, time to take this best friendship on the road.
She threads her arm through yours, leading
Oh,
you out of the bathroom.
no. Now I gotta
Let's go
get
make everyone
paraded.
jealous.
Ugh. If I hadn't already gotten the hate ending with Tony, I would have let it be a hate ending and just apologized with Candy. But you can only use Candy once. To redo the stuff with art, too.
Welcome back. So, here is my plan of artistic attack. This whole house is going to be a gallery. Right now, I have 4 pieces I'd like to display, and we have 4 really excellent pieces of wall real estate to make use of.
NP art!
And I'd love your help deciding which piece goes best in which place. Let's jump right in, shall we? The first one is this powerful painting of a ship. It's done in the style of J.M.W. Gasburner. He was actually quite troubled. So moody. Shall we talk about it?
Absolutely. Sure.
So, what do you see?
A celebration of colonialism.
Ah, yes. How interesting. What a keen historical eye you possess. This painting does evoke the great naval age of Western Europe, where command of the seas allowed those cultures to assert their dominance to the far reaches of the globe.
Assert, extort, pillage,
Yes, a terrible cost
Not just a
indeed.
cost, a terrible action. And what are you saying? A cost to pay for something? What did we get? We got disenfranchised peoples and systemic generational trauma. Shut up.
Do you think we should display this one?
Fine.
Most excellent. Now, on to
But we're gonna put this
location.
one in the bathroom.
How about that? You have quite an eye, I think. It looks fantastic there. Well done. There are more to go through. The gallery is yet in its infancy. Come back to me here in the attic when you're ready, and we'll do this again. I so enjoy talking about art, no matter your preferences.
Frankly, so do I, Guy. So do I. I really like your character for that reason. Well, not just that reason. So I talked to this closet door. I wonder what this one does.
I can tell you've been working your way towards becoming friends with everyone here. The house is settling down, becoming calm, keeping in order. I feel I can trust you with this. You're a soldier with me. And more than that, someone I can rely on. Thank you, friend. It's a mite lonely in here still, but at least I get to slide around.
Is it fun?
Extremely. Sometimes I even let out a...
Dorian pauses, perhaps letting the import of the moment wash over him. You find yourself subconsciously leaning forward to hear what he has to say next.
Yes.
We.
Scandal. Yeah, fuck colonialism.
Ah, my faithful companion. Care to join me for another review?
I'd love to.
So, where should we go? Freddy Yeti has an ice cream joint in the kitchen that's worth checking out.
You had me at ice cream.
You arrive at Freddy Yeti's new ice cream joint, the Yummy Yeti.
Cute.
It's a herky-jerky establishment, to say the least. The ice trays are slipping and sliding everywhere. The frozen peas and fruit have not yet been moved totally out of the way. And Freddy himself is hard at work trying to put together the last touches on his icy creations.
We have arrived.
Why did you even open, Freddy?
Hey guys, great to see ya. I'll be right with you as soon as I finish mixing this. Dang strawberries won't blend.
They generally don't blend because they're arcanes.
What do you think?
Expected it to be a bit more inviting.
Yes. Rather cold. And a bit of a mess. Freddy, you knew we were coming, did you not?
To be honest with you, the pages in the reservation book got totally frozen shut.
Freddy!
How unfortunate for you.
Grab a seat, guys. Pop yourselves down in that there box of Haagen-Dazs bars.
I hope we won't be eating pre-packaged foods.
Not at all. Just part of the aesthetic.
What aesthetic?
How crude. I can't help but note that down. I can see what you were going for, Freddy, but it's not working.
Yeesh. Loosen up.
If we all loosened up as much as you have here, we'd be falling apart like old sweaters.
Ow.
Have you got menus?
Nope, but look at this.
Mister, how was your day?
Freddy points at a long bar of ice, into which he's frozen the various flavor combinations. Strawberries, bananas, pieces of chocolate, vanilla beans. And beside each, he has painstakingly, if a bit sloppily, carved the names in ice.
That's actually pretty cool. That's so cool, pun intended.
Thanks, guys. Mitchell, you inspired the idea.
Well, I'm touched.
Anyhow, we've got strawberry vanilla swirl, chocolate chill, coffee with cream, and classic vanilla. What'll it be?
You first, mon ami. So much about a person can be determined by their choice in ice cream flavors. Don't you think?
Shall we caffeinate while we refrigerate?
Getting energized for the evening, I see. I approve of high-energy hedonism.
Well, don't just leave me hanging. How is it?
Yeah, I feel like I see that happen to Victor a lot, where these calls at the end are just like... I hear him repeat the same answers over and over again, and it seems like later in the day, people just get more stubborn about not hearing the answer. Frederick. Can I call you Frederick? It's absolutely sublime.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Freddy, dare I say it, this is the most voluptuously iced cream I've ever had the pleasure, nay, the honor of tasting. Bravo, my friend. Bravissimo.
Well, guys, I've only got one more thing to offer, and that's my every day is Sunday.
Ho ho.
That sounds interesting.
Lay it on me, baby.
First, we've got the ice cream. Vanilla and brown butter caramel.
Delicious. Just take me now, why don't you?
Consider me titillated.
Then comes the chocolate syrup, which has been heated.
Oh, Victor hates the interpreter calls because it's so unfair to the caller. There's just such a delay between messaging, it stresses him out, and I don't blame him. Like, yeah, I can totally see that. Discord was yelling at me, so I clicked over. That.
Next, we have a subtle glaze of butterscotch.
Slut.
Mon Dieu!
Some ground roasted almonds for a crunch, a bit of whipped cream, and last but not least...
Take me, you nasty animal!
Yes, yes!
Well, my friends, that's everything I had for you. I know it's a bit rough still, but I hope you had a good time. I'm not exactly a trained waiter.
Your service was good.
Indeed. Perfectly suitable, Freddy. Thank you again for having us on such short notice. Keep an eye out for my review. Very well now, human, we must be going.
As you make your way back to the kitchen, there's a reflective silence. Your hand grazes Mitchell, and he looks at you. It's hard to read his gaze.
I felt it too.
Felt what?
The heat, the electricity.
Well, yes, I suppose there's no use denying it. I think there is something between us. Perhaps we can continue to meet like this and see where it leads us. Ah, we've arrived. This is the end of our night, I suppose.
Almost.
You lean in and kiss Mitchell, delicately on the lips. He is at first surprised, but then returns your kiss with redoubled passion. He tastes of the most glorious and unexpected combination of flavors imaginable. In fact, it's quite beyond your imagination, quite beyond words. I, the narrator, am having trouble knowing how to describe it. All I can say is that it's delicious. And then, before you know it, it's done, and he's pulled away, leaving you desperate for more.
Before we get carried away, I must bid you adieu. I hope to see you soon, my dear.
That is sweet. I like that you are a little bit cautious. Alright, let's see what's going on with the Hanks.
House Homie!
What's happening today, wild guys?
We're so stoked!
Why are you in such a good mood?
Wing suits! Wing suits! Wing suits!
Is that the one where you turn yourself into a nylon flying squirrel?
You're so funny. But yeah, basically, it's an advanced form of skydiving. You still wear the chute, but you also wear the suit. It creates a ton of drag and turns you into a human glider. Ever had a really amazing dream where you're flying? It's like that, but maybe even better.
Sounds epic.
It is! Wanna come?
Heck yeah!
No?
Oh dear. What?
It's our first time!
Red Bull isn't even sponsoring you!
Yeah, we're doing it for love. Love is the ultimate experience. Love is the ultimate rush. This is it, house homie. Yes or no?
That's so adorable.
The final moment. The last dance. It's now or never. The leap of faith. Wanna come?
Yeah!
That was sick.
Aw, cute. That was awesome!
Dang, house homie. You were ripping it out there. Front of the pack, tip of the V. And you've come with us on every single adventure. You got something special, dog. And that's why we want to invite you to become an honorary Hank!
Yeah! Heck yeah, Broskins! Hanks forever!
Yeah! One of us! One of us! We're the Hanks!
Hanks! Meow, 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 meow. Dope. Dope. I love that they're charmed too. They are really charming. I get so surprisingly into, like, sometimes I just think, wow, you are super into this shit.
Oh.
Hi, Holly.
You came!
I did!
Well, it's not that I didn't think that you would, it's just, I've got a tricky schedule.
I know.
So, it's easier to presume that people have to cancel.
It's really rough, and I'm really confused why you have to work this hard, baby. We're gonna need to get to know you so we understand why you're dying inside.
Or they'll forget. Or they'll just have their own lives.
And I understand that too.
Which is me. I'm people.
I definitely realized that's what you meant.
Cancel or forget, or I have my own life.
You're kind of hard on yourself.
I'm just realistic.
Well, what was the gig?
The gig was hard, underpaid, fun, just a local pet. My favorite kind, the little ones.
I know this really, really well, babe. Look at her Skelly! I didn't realize her Skelly changes expressions.
Oh, sorry. It's not you.
Tired?
A little, but who isn't? Usually,
Skelly.
when I finish a shift, most of the others are asleep. I never really get to talk about my work, so it's nice. Well, the shift wasn't, but this is.
Why do you work so much?
Someone has to. It's my job. It's always a holiday somewhere, and someone has to do the work to bring the wonder to everyone else.
Oh, I see.
I'm a helper most of the time. Essential, so they say. Sometimes.
The lie of
When
retail.
it's useful to say so. Sorry. Here I am complaining I never have anyone to talk to, and now I'm yawning in your face. I guess I should knock off. I've got a shift in the morning, but thanks. I really appreciate it.
Oh yeah, she's definitely gonna be a friend. She is a child to me. Get some rest.
No! You get some rest.
But I think it makes sense because, you know, she has to represent the new year time, right? So I feel like she would be someone who would be reborn every year. Since this is kind of set in summer, she would be midway. So maybe she should be a little older, but not by much. Okay, we finished Kristoff. Starmie's not here. We can't finish Dunk. She'll die. Wait. Yeah, that is a horror.
What you thought was your breaker
horror
box.
story.
But as the dark door swings open, you realize you're somewhere entirely more stimulating. A classic speakeasy club welcomes you in. The low electric lights glow warmly. Live music drifts languidly from a sumptuous velvet red stage and envelops the audience in a pleasurable haze of pure vibe.
I've pulled the security room. It's time to set the key card.
The gentle clink of cocktails in glasses rises from a wood bar to the left of you, and then a gentleman with a languid, easy air to him approaches you.
Well now, what a delightful surprise.
Oh, hello.
A brand new patron.
You look like Fabio. I live here, actually.
Really? Are you sure? I find that hard to believe since this is the first time I've seen you here. Trust me,
I would never forget such a striking face.
Oh, well, dear. Striking, huh?
Oh yes, distractingly so.
But how does he not know who I am? I've definitely had to flip the breaker
I
box
imagine it would
before.
be quite difficult to focus on anything else with you around.
Oh, you don't think he's Fabio? I mean, like, he's got the hair and the stance, or like Lucius Mouthboy. Ooh, Jareth is good too, but he doesn't look like Jareth. He just sounds like Jareth.
Though, I can't say I mind. You have quite the reputation around the house, Live Wire.
Live Wire.
I'm eager to explore it for myself. But we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Wait, you
Where are
said
my
you
manners?
didn't know me.
My name is Volt.
He extends a hand towards you, a conduit of pure, dangerous sexual energy that charges the very air between you.
Take Volt's hand.
He lowers his head to brush his lips across the back of your hand. Was that a spark of static electricity you felt just now?
He has the Jareth vibe, right? Where he is kind of a villain, and he's like so alluring and seductive that you're gonna just go to the ball anyway, right?
It's a pleasure to officially make your acquaintance.
Taking his eyes from you for the first time, Volt slips his arm around your waist and turns you, slowly, to take in the rest of the room.
I'm from Labyrinth.
Welcome to the Breaker Box, the pinnacle of luxury and entertainment, and the most exclusive club in the house. Impressive, isn't it?
There's more than one club in the house.
Why would there be, when we have everything you could want right here?
Don't you be that way!
That sound, the flickering lights, it can only be a power fluctuation.
That even happens here?
What? Oh, that. Well, that was nothing, just a little surge. With this much energy coursing around, it's bound to happen from time to time. Volt.
Okay.
This newcomer looks exhausted, frustrated, and annoyed. His sleeves are rolled to the elbow, revealing calloused and bruised hands that he wipes on a rag.
Eddie! Just in time to meet our guest.
Your hair looks so greasy.
The human?
It's like Severus Snape and Lucius Malfoy!
What are they doing here? I'd imagine if we don't poison the mood, they'll be joining us for the headliner show. Joining us for tonight's show, I hope?
As long as you're gonna be there, I'm up for anything.
Careful there, Live Wire. I might just take you up on that.
Waggle, waggle.
Right. I'll have fun with that. I finished the patch, I'm clocking out. Not my best work, but it'll hold for the show. Ah, I see. And you're sure you're feeling all right? I'm fine. Just don't overdo it.
Hmm? Are you guys poly?
Eddie turns and trudges away, focusing on the rag in his hands.
Is he okay?
Of course. Eddie always is. His human skills leave something to be desired. Best to simply give him some space. Back to the matter at hand. Tonight's show! Shall I set you up at one of our VIP tables?
Lead the... He's just gonna say he doesn't need to check on Eddie. Lead the way.
With pleasure.
With a wink, Volt hops nimbly up onto the stage. He was born for the spotlight.
Good evening, you scofflaws and ducky watsits. Looks like Johnny Splash is going to be singing for us tonight. Be warned, patrons, you might get wet.
Boo.
Boo.
Hi, everybody. I'm Johnny Splash.
God damn it, Johnny Splash.
I got a song for you all tonight. one from the heart. And tonight it'll be a cappella, because my voice is the greatest instrument of them all. I keep a close watch on this shower of mine.
Listen, you told me you couldn't leave the bathroom.
I keep my pulses free of stain and grind.
Is this walk the line?
I scrub the ground from the tiles between the lines. I be a color. Oh, slide. That was amazing, baby. I even surprised myself.
That was literally did you just do walk the line in the worst way I've ever heard it?
I've seen many bombs in my time, but that one takes the crook-blasted cake.
Oof. Even I couldn't clean up that mess.
You didn't like it? I thought it was okay. I'll retool it and come back with something even better. Just you wait.
With the club beginning to close down, it appears that the show is over.
That was wretched.
Patrons mill about, talking amongst themselves.
That was horrible.
You spot Eddie nursing a solitary cocktail at the bar. Volt is nowhere to be found. Things feel colder and quieter without his presence.
We'll look it up right after this, Tiff. Speak with Eddie.
Show's over. Club's closed.
Well, if the club is closed, why don't you and I hang out?
Because I have to work, genius. Club's closed for you. I have to get us ready to open again. Doesn't just... Are you always this oblivious?
Yeah, kinda.
Then allow me to make it perfectly clear. Get out.
Whatever. I was about to say, there were 2 red-clothed ones in a row. So Henry Hoove is Zeno Robinson, yeah. Luke Nukem is indeed Travis Willingham. Yeah. Dislikes missions concerning chicken tenders. Okay. Full disclosure, I eat a lot of vegan chicken tendies. Like, absolutely, ketchup as a food group, I love it. But I do not like the jokes about chicken tendies. I just don't. Okay, that's Daisuke. Fabrizio. Barry. Benoit. I've seen everybody, I think. Except you. Who the fuck are you? And who are you? Your design is very nondescript. They are separated by room. Well, there's Telly. So you're in a bathroom? Oh, you're a mirror. Oh, okay. Rebel. Barry. Tyrell, I think? I think he's Towels? I don't know who you are. I definitely don't know who you are. She's clearly the record player. Benoit. Hirohime is a dateable. I just gotta figure out how to summon her. Yeah, I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. I know who you are, and we're not doing you till last. Okay, and you're a Mikey transaction. Okay. Well, let's get going on Benoit. Why the fuck not?
The stranger standing before you is dressed to kill. A sheer black catsuit, studded black manacles with pink fur trim, and a variety of brightly colored accessories drape their shoulders and frame their delicate features.
I'm super excited about Hirohime, the Sailor Moon lookalike. I have no idea how to find her, because I tried scanning her poster and it didn't work.
Loneliness has been such a defining factor in your existence over the last few years, you've almost forgotten what it's like to be around others. You've certainly forgotten what it's like to be around someone like this.
Eggplant earrings.
You almost feel as if you've stepped into a sex shop.
I definitely have.
Hey. So, that little bag that's in the dresser next to your bed?
Benoit has seen some shit. But I think Benoit likes the shit.
They're sex toys.
Yeah, we know.
Pleasure is not a game, darling. But at least you didn't call me a marital aid.
Benoit's gonna have some pretty choice dialogue and themes. They're adults only.
You want to skip me? That's fine. I can have plenty of fun all by myself.
No, let me in. I like this stuff. I'm an adult stream.
Have funsies.
There you are. I was beginning to think you'd forgotten me.
Who could forget you?
Cute.
Girl, I definitely do not forget my sex toys.
I'm Benoit, your partner in pleasure.
I love this. I love this moist rose. Like, this is such a cool Yonic symbol to have. I love that they're clearly genderless, non-binary. Perhaps they're even intersex. Oh, you're...
What many call sex toys, yes. I prefer to call myself your ruin. It's really about time you came to speak to me. Given the way we met, someone less confident than me might really take it personally.
They look at you expectantly, raising an eyebrow.
You do remember the way we met, don't you?
Aren't you a gag gift?
The words gag gift make their cool expression crack for just a moment.
Ah, yes. There it is. Gag gift.
They've even, like, flattened their brows, like... They are beat.
They look absolutely disgusted.
Oh, it's Erika Ishii. You are intersex for sure.
The only way to strip the word gag of all its appeal.
I am so excited for Ghost of Tsushima 2. I forget what it's called. Ghost of... it starts with a T, but I'm very excited. Erika Ishii is dope.
Some friend of yours thought they were hilarious. You moved into this house and your friend brought you a big box. You opened it up to find... what else? A smaller box. You opened that to find another small box. And so on and so forth. So funny. Eventually, you got to the smallest box. And there I was. A bright-eyed virgin. Yours for the taking. But there's still time to rectify that.
Aw, you're a butt plug.
After all, you're here, I'm here, and I know you have nothing but time. So how about it? Me and you and mind-bending, earth-shattering pleasure?
Oh, hell yeah.
I knew you couldn't stay away much longer. Come here.
Benoit takes you by the hand, guiding you to lie down on your bed.
I'm not going to make eye contact with the camera,
What happens
probably.
next is a blur of sensation. Benoit is everywhere at once, taking your hands and showing you just what to do to blow your own mind. You've never experienced anything like it, and you know you'll never be the same again.
That's not bad. That's not that bad. That was not that bad. Okay. Oh, we did start talking to this triangle, didn't we? No fantasies today?
It's your lucky day. Someone else already interrupted me, so now I'm bored and free. Well, since you're here now, you entertain me.
That's a first, a clown asking to be entertained.
Excuse you? I ought to slap the vertices right out of you. God, you're hot. All right. That's enough out of you. Look, since you're here taking up my time, maybe you could do me a favor. I'm trying to get back on the market.
You're looking for a date?
Yeah, it's a goddamn crime for a gem like me to be lonely every night. I need a partner, someone who understands just the kind of triangle I am. I need someone who appreciates all my angles.
A cute, obtuse.
Yeah, all of that. If you can't bring me nothing like that, I ain't got no use for you. So get out of here!
Yeah, alright. Bitch, jeez. Rude. Okay, towel.
It's not all that surprising that your towels would have a look that one can only describe as fresh out of the shower. The fluffy terry cloth clothing and glistening skin are expected.
Hello.
What you did not expect to see, however, was a six-pack you could do your laundry on.
I would like to lick you, sir.
Wait, hold still.
He holds his hands out in front of him, stopping you in your tracks.
I hate your outfit, but I like you. Wait, what's wrong? What did I do?
You didn't do anything.
He backs away from you, slowly and carefully.
Just don't move.
I won't.
Ooh, there's some water on the floor. Let me get that before you slip and fall.
He bends down to mop up a tiny puddle, standing back up with a grin.
There, all good.
All right. It's a close one. Hold on. I have decided the direction we're going today, so... Oh, that's right. This doesn't let me update the description. I guess that's just a YouTube thing, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, well that's fine. No! Oh my god, I've been suffering that so much, Misroy. Like, I cannot get my D&D group together for the life of me.
Some might say that I saved your life. Hey, hey! Did you see that dude?
You are my hero?
I may be soft, but I'm hard against spills.
He mimes playing a trumpet, imitating the instrument with his mouth.
I feel like my game is starting to be cursed, but you tell me how yours is.
I dry as quick as my wit. If you get wet, don't get upset. Isn't that right, my absorbent sidekick?
He holds out a small swan-shaped towel for your inspection.
Cute.
It's quite charming.
Quack.
That's adorable. You have a sidekick?
Kinda. This is little Buddy. He's pretty cool. I can fold him into anything I want. Today, a swan. Tomorrow, who knows what the fabric of the universe will weave? I mean, I only know how to fold like two others, but still.
You had to count it.
It keeps me busy between cleaning spills and warming up your body.
You're beautiful but simple, aren't you? Warming my body, you say?
You heard me. It's my job after all. Spills happen every day. No big thing. But the hard part is getting dry.
Yeah, we haven't played in like 2.5 months, I think. I took May off because I was just having a hard time. Depression is the worst, but June, one of our players got kittens, and there was construction on his house, and he is, like, nervous system wise, just very sensitive. And then now it's the first week of July.
For the big
it's July
jobs,
4th,
I work with Washford and Drysdale. But I work pretty independently, you know?
Being clean is one of my life goals.
Don't I know it? Even though you don't spill too much, I'm there 24/7 on call. And not to tug on my own thread, but I'm proud of the work that I do.
Surely you have bigger aspirations.
Oh, like you have bigger ones? What do you want?
To be the best customer service rep who ever lived.
Admirable. Though I figured that job might be in short supply.
That sounds like a great ending. We ended our last session with one of the players got sniped. Well, what they did was they pissed off a goblin booyag, and she cursed them to have heavy hands. And so when it was time to defend themselves against assassins, they couldn't. And they got sniped out by an archer.
There are things I want to do, but my job is important, you know? Those spills ain't gonna unspill themselves. And I won't be spilling things to you until I get to know you better.
Oh, it's definitely one of the well, I mean the person themselves, but the character got sniped for sure. We're re-rolling. My game is about a literal underground railroad that moves non-human characters across to try and escape the country because they're lesser class citizens there. And they're heading to Priori, and one of the generals has made it on their train through such and such, and a bandit group theoretically run by his father showed up to try and acquire him. He's very young. That is what they're working with right now. Obviously, I'm not going to say any more details because it's spoilers for them. But in the process, that bandit group run by his father took out one of their players who, like I said, he pissed off a booyag literally by lifting her up over his head and refusing to put her down. And I was like, I just want to warn you, you're gonna get in fucking trouble. And then the player was like, well, she's being rude. And I was like, NPCs are rude, get over it! And then I had to curse him.
So, let's make a deal. Next time you see me, I'll show you something cool. And maybe I'll tell you a bit about myself.
I only really do homebrew.
I'll show you an idea I have.
But I use D&D 5e because it's a really easy system. Okay, so Tyrell is going to show me an idea next I see him. I feel like I can only talk to Holly in the mornings, so...
Holly greets you with a spirited wave, the bells and ornaments in her hair jingling with every energetic shake of her hand.
You made it! Thanks for making the time.
I'm a little concerned about this game because the friend who I had to cut out is in it. So I'm concerned that I told him I wasn't kicking him out, but that our one-on-one relationship was done. I'm concerned about whether he'll actually show up for it or not. He's not central yet, and he was added in after the fact, so it's not like the game couldn't go on, but I am a little concerned. You too.
Gotta rest sometime.
What do you actually do?
Everything! Oh, I've got a 5-page resume, which I know you're not supposed to have, but I'm secretly very proud of it. I've been a waiter, a maitre d', a caddy, an usher, a valet, a piñata, a mascot, a piñata mascot, a bartender, a line chef, a runner, a ticketer, a seat holder, an election official, a Zamboni driver, a scuba diver, a pickpacker, a mail carrier, a timekeeper, and an iced qualified judge for a local junior yodeling competition.
Whoa. Seems like you're always working?
Almost. There's always something happening somewhere.
Gig work then?
Oh, the giggiest. The best kind of work for me personally. Always something new. I can't sit still for too long. Bores me to tears. I need 50 things to focus on, or absolutely none at all.
Sounds hectic.
It is. It's perfect. It's joyful too, bringing joy. Someone's always celebrating something, and I get to be a part of that all the time. It doesn't even have to be a holiday for me or about me. I just enjoy joy. You know? Better than punching numbers all day. Unless that's part of the gig.
So wait, I'm a little confused. So the Star Trek Adventures game is the Warhammer game? Or
No offense to number punchers. Just not for me.
none taken?
What about you? What do you do?
Nothing. I work in conflict resolution.
Ooh, sounds high stakes. Must come in handy around here.
Disturbingly so.
Motley bunch we are. Best way to be. Keeps things lively like a holiday punch. From what I hear, you've been fitting in well.
What are the others saying?
Depends on who you ask. Let's just say, Venetian's Day might be a busy day for you. Let me know if you need some help. I have a side gig running roses to side gigs every year.
Venetian's Day as in Valentine's Day? Oh, I see. Yeah, Fairest has a lot of games that have the same people, and I always am concerned about that, in a way. I would like to run a game with a completely different group of people, because I feel like when one is on hiatus, the other could not be. That said, how do you feel about me?
Well, you waded through my busted schedule, so you can't be that bad.
Sounds like you're dodging the question.
Yes, I am! Speaking of which, I gotta bounce to another shift. Gleester in July is really hoppin' this year.
Venetian's Day is like Valentine's Day, except that love is blind. Shut up! It's not July.
I know, right? That's what I said! Anyway, okay. Bye! Bye,
All right, Holly. You passive-aggressive butt. Alright. Let's try this Dorian. I don't know if I've talked to this Dorian.
Dorian, for once, does not stand in your way. Perhaps even he knows there's no sense in blocking bathroom access.
The first floor bathroom. One of the more relaxing places, if I do say so myself.
First floor, that's downstairs.
Oh, you Yanks are all the same.
I'm sorry.
This is the first floor. The premier etage.
This is going to continue to murder me inside.
Downstairs is the ground floor, because it's on the ground.
Do you think they would take offense if I just made the glyph for them and sent it to them? Oh, that does make sense.
Of course it does. Everything that exists stateside is better thought out where I came from. In here resides Barry Styles, your beauty supplies, and Mia, the mirror, and Rebel, the rubber ducky.
So you're saying this is the bathroom I haven't done anything in. Got it.
What can I do for you?
Tell me about Barry.
Barry is a great bloke. Always happy to lend a hand however he can.
I think that is what I'm going to do. I think I can't stand it. I can't stand it. So far it's an accented E and an enye. We'll see how whatever else there is, because there's absolutely no reason they couldn't have paid an extra $50 to their font maker to make them an enye. I guess it would more be like another 100, but that doesn't matter.
Careful though. He might be fragile on the inside and not show his hand. You might not know where you stand with him until it's too late.
What do you mean? I should be careful?
Barry has problems with his memory, and while he may put a smiling face on it, he does need to have a welcoming ear from time to time.
That makes sense because you're constantly having to replace beauty supplies, right? So that would definitely affect his memory.
What can I do for you?
Tell me about Amir.
He'll reflect back on you what you want to hear, or at least what he thinks you want to hear.
Yes, I discovered that with Bathsheba.
He's handsome enough, sure, and sometimes he believes that looks are all that matter.
He is handsome.
For me, in my position, I can already see 5 of me, not counting the reflection in the mirror.
Yeah, he is AI. AI is a fancy mirror.
That's more than enough self-reflection for this door. What can I do for you?
Tell me about Rebel.
They are, rowdy.
You seem to use understatement a great deal, because you're British.
Precisely. They are, 3 degrees more rowdy than rowdy.
So 5 degrees?
Spot on. Might want to turn on Skylar's content-aware feature if you have concerns.
Oh, thanks,
can I do
Dorian.
for
That's
you?
actually, like, really cool that you would say something like that. From a game design perspective, I've heard enough.
I've said enough.
Bye-bye.
Ah, you've returned. Excellent.
Yes, NP Art, I'm
I have
here.
a very important piece to discuss with you today. This one. Ah, this one. It is Japanese, done in the style of the Muromachi period.
Muromachi. I think it's Kuromachi. Oh, it actually is the Muromachi period. All right, I thought they were going for a pun. Instead, I was the one who was punned.
For me, it is such a wonderful evocation of the fullness of empty space and the emptiness of presence. Ecstatic.
This game punning. Oh.
What do you think about this piece?
I definitely have opinions.
Wonderful. Where would you like to begin?
The composition is just so beautiful.
That it is. The tree, off-center, but in the foreground that beckons you in. In its relative detail compared to the rest of the image, it's almost an anchor for your conscious attention, while your unconscious mind floats away to the misty mountains in the farther frame. What about the composition touches you?
Those mountains.
Yes, the mountains. How do they appeal to you?
They're creepy. I like it.
Look at you. You have room for a Zen-like meditative experience and also creepy. How delightfully flexible you are. Shall we display it in the gallery?
Yes. Absolutely.
And what a calm corner that shall be. Where shall we hang it?
The fireplace facing the piano?
Here?
Sure, I don't like it anywhere.
Well, 2 wonderful pieces hung up to please the eye. Well done.
Like, I liked it in the bathroom, but it's really not... It's like, because they changed the aspect ratio on it, it doesn't feel
More
right.
to go still. Let me get them prepared for viewing, and then feel free to return.
Okay.
I'm here. Sorry for the wait.
You seem excited.
I am. Planning and plotting and plotting and planning. I haven't really slept.
Darling. I've been thinking on some other options.
Stop! You see, I know you want to help, but the whole reason I wanted to do this was to do something myself. And I appreciate you taking the time, but I wanted to solve this. Hence, the lack of sleep.
Oh, okay.
But I did.
You did?
Or I might have. Which, mind you, I wouldn't have had you not inspired me to do so. But I have something else. Something I know, and something I can do, and something I can make my own. Do you notice anything different?
This is a trick question. Her hair is not different. Her outfit is not different. Did you grow?
No! But also yes!
Stella holds herself upright, sticking one leg out and pointing her foot elegantly.
Presenting! Reach the Sky with Stella's latest Hot Topic release.
Look at those shoes! Those are amazing! I would fucking hella wear those.
Free your feet, but also your life. Our design is sleek but comfortable, edgy but crafted with care. If you've ever wanted to stand on your own 2 feet, we're here to help you rise to the occasion. Speak to your local representative, Stella, today. Stella's Stilettos by Stella.
They're amazing! Those are really cute!
Stairs for your feet.
The shoe is just as it sounds, a small pair of stairs for one's feet.
Step up. And it's mine. It's my idea. It's my product. It's me taking advantage of me, and I don't even care if it fails because it's a thing that I'm doing and that's all I need it to be. And thank you.
Yay!
Thank you so much, dearie, because I almost missed it. Oh, I do hope you didn't spend too much time thinking on your own alternatives. I just needed this idea to be my own, but I couldn't have thought of it without you.
And you couldn't have done it without you.
You, my dear, are the dearest friend I have. I spent all night on this just to prove I could, and I know it's nothing special, but I want you to have it.
She hands you the shoe, smiling as you take it from her with gentle hands.
I would hella wear those shoes.
And I'd love to stay and chat, but I'm off to make 100 more. Too busy for chit-chat. Oh, I never thought I'd get to say that. Take care, dearie, and do swing by.
I love it! I really gotta stop clicking through that. Alright, one more charge. Where are we going? What's up, Michelin?
Hi there. I'm just finishing up my latest round of reviews. Care to have a read?
She does seem like a really cool gal, Misroy. Like, I can't wait to watch her business grow. I wish the game would go into it more, but I don't think it will. Let's hear Koa's fusion.
Koa's 2 currents. Let us see. As we approached, I already had a sense that Koa's approach to ambiance was a miss. The clashing decoration styles were confusing, not complimentary. And my guest seemed not to understand it either. Sadly, it is this critic's opinion that Koa should have stuck to something simpler, and something that he could have better executed. But what about the food? The food? Simply put, this is comfort food that is big on comfort. And we are here for it. My guest and I love the crisscrossing flavors that seem to add a new punch to old classics. This fusion left us feeling fused to the couch in the best possible way. Koa has won big in the food department. In conclusion, if you want a fusion that leaves you feeling like you just toured the world, all without leaving the comfort of your own couch, Koa's 2 currents is our current pick for the best new restaurant in the living room.
How many restaurants are in the living room?
Which review next?
How about Freddy's ice cream?
Ah yes, Freddy's Yummy Yeti. Ahem. It's clear to see what Freddy was getting at with the decor. He was aiming for an old-style ice cream joint with updated touches. However, it became obvious from the moment we walked in that he wasn't prepared for guests. And while the vintage look was an interesting idea, it failed in execution. Ambiance, 2 stars. But what about the food? While at the Yeti, we devoured 2 absolutely delightful frozen treats. And let me assure you, this isn't the kind of place you go with a full stomach. You'll want a single scoop of one of his unique flavors. And don't forget to save space for his one-of-a-kind, decadent masterpiece, the Everyday is Sunday. Food, 5 stars. Service, of course, can make or break a new restaurant. How was Freddy's? My lovely guest and I were tended to and immediately made to feel right at home. We were never without our host's attention. He saw to it that we treated ourselves to whatever we liked. 5 glowing stars for service.
Yay!
All in all, well, dear friends, I must say that new ice cream joint in town is an absolute accomplishment. All things considered, Freddy Yeti has cracked the code. Or should I say, cracked the cone.
Boo!
Your faithful critic can highly recommend it. Which review next?
Daisuke's Sushi Shop.
Here's my review for Omakase Daisuke. The headline reads, A Traditional Triumph. From the exquisitely understated decor to the traditional greetings at the door, Omakase Daisuke hits every single mark of a great sushi restaurant. Ambiance, menu selection, food quality, and value are of the highest grade. The at first glance hideous presentation belies sushi of the highest caliber. I've truly never tasted its equal. My guest and I enjoyed a wonderful and, dare I say, romantic dinner for 2. And I can recommend this restaurant without a shred of hesitation. Omakase Daisuke receives 5 out of 5 stars. This new kid on the block is here to stay. Now we come to the most important review of them all. Our reviews of one another.
What?
So, what do you think of me?
I'd like to make a reservation. Romantic dinner for 2. I can't resist clicking that line.
To be honest, I'm not sure your palate is refined enough for my taste.
Oh dear.
But might I propose a dinner out as friends?
Oh, fine. Of course, a friendship with you would be great, butthead. You just led me on the last time we hung out.
I can think of no better way to celebrate our friendship than to have a bite to eat. What do you say, friend? Shall we indulge?
Let's grab Omakase Daisuke.
I think I'll leave my review notes at home for this one. You're already 5 stars in my book.
Whatever, dick. He totally led me on. That was fucking intense. I haven't been led on like that before. At least in this game so far. It's fine, as long as it's friends or whatever, it's fine, because then I can realize them, and I haven't gotten defeated. Let's go see what the next painting is. Oh shit, you gotta talk to Holly in the morning.
Back,
okay.
Co-curator. Let's return to our gallery design, shall we? You've got to see this one. Much less serious than the others. I mean, just look at this adorable little thing.
That's really sweet.
I'm sure some might call it kitsch, but to me, it is perfectly quaint.
I don't know if I...
That little brook, that little rainbow.
I don't know if I appreciate the technique, though.
You know, I read a wonderful story once about a young couple who escaped their city to stay for a weekend in a cabin just like this.
Oh, yeah, it is Thomas Kincaid.
They liked it so much, they moved in and never went back. Shall we discuss it?
For sure we shall.
Lovely. What do you feel when you look at this?
Cozy. I love the nice warm feeling it gives me, or use of kitsch. I totally agree. It's just so non-threatening. Yeah.
That was the goal of kitsch. to be broadly palatable and easy to view. The subject is immediately clear. There's no definitive point of view, no work required from the viewer. In fact, the majority of people looking at this would feel just the same way. At ease, not triggered. It was designed that way.
I mean, yeah, no soul. And I honestly, like, if that's your intention, it's perfect.
And that is absolutely wonderful. Good feelings are good. Is this one you'd like to display?
Sure.
Where shall it go?
I think Jacques would hate it. Let's do it.
Here?
Yes.
Well, we are making excellent
Oh my
progress
god,
here.
what is wrong with you guys? Just leave the aspect ratio alone.
Just one more to go. Ah, the thrill of gallery design.
Ooh. Ugh. Hate it.
From outside, the breaker box is bustling. You push open the heavy door, but the first thing to grab your ears isn't the dulcet tones from the stage. It's the aggravated whispers of a heated and private argument in the corner between Eddie and Volt.
You should be resting. I'll add it to the list. Eddie, there's no time, all right? There's too much to do, and unless you want us to blow a fuse, we're not going to blow a fuse. Though you might if you don't relax. Everything is well in hand. Look, fine. Just a few hours, but only if you swear you'll keep me updated. Have I ever failed you before? Obviously not. I'm serious, Volt. If it gets worse, you come get me.
Clearly not fully convinced, Eddie chews on his lip. Finally he turns, blowing past you with barely a nod.
Ah, live wire.
Volt's whole demeanor shifts
What's up,
as he
Jareth?
notices you, and you feel just as tingly as the first time.
How delightful. You're back.
Jareth Malfoy. I hope I didn't interrupt anything important.
Oh, nothing of consequence. Administrative responsibilities, you know. I wouldn't want to bore you with the details.
Volt's eyes shoot to the lights, and immediately back to you.
Can I set you up with a table? The show doesn't start until later, though I imagine we can find something to fill the time.
Feels like you're trying to distract me. What's going on?
For a split second, Volt seems caught off guard. Perhaps your directness has surprised him.
Ha!
But he recovers swiftly enough.
Go ahead. Ask your charming host anything you like.
Why does the power keep fluctuating?
Oh, it's a simple power surge. If you tell me you've never seen a power surge before, I'll know you're lying.
Okay, but why does it happen?
The flow of electricity can be a very unpredictable thing.
Sir, do not
requires a
speak down to me.
balance and power conversion. Sometimes the balance gets thrown off.
Sir.
But it's nothing to be concerned about, I assure you.
Well, I am concerned. Do I need to do something to fix it?
Fix? Does it look like anything around here is in need of fixing?
Yes.
That's just the nature of an older house. It's part of its personality and charm. No, certainly nothing.
You sound like a landlord. It's just the property's charm. This house isn't that old, though.
Well, in human years, perhaps. Things age differently depending on their use, and I would say this house has been well loved, wouldn't you?
What is this? What is this weird gaslighting? You really do have an excuse for everything, don't you?
I'm simply trying to answer your questions.
You're just saying what you think I want to hear.
That's customer service, Livewire. Go ahead. Ask your charming host anything you like.
Who is Eddie?
Eddie is my predecessor. He was in charge of all the power in the house before me.
Was in charge, so that means now you're in charge of it.
Very astute, Livewire. I supply, filter, and regulate all the power in the house.
Well, you're bad at it. If that's all you, why is Eddie still here?
You mean why haven't we just thrown him away? He has decades of experience here. You might say he still has his uses. Go ahead, ask your charming host anything you'd like.
Is that why he's...
Why he's...
hard to talk to?
Eddie prefers to keep to himself. Yes, don't take it personally, Livewire. I'm more than happy to keep you company, if that's what you're looking for. Go ahead, ask your charming host anything you'd like.
Those are all the questions I had.
Yeah, excellent. Nothing to hide. Now, why don't we move this into a more pleasant atmosphere?
The lights begin to flicker again. A familiar occurrence by now, but this incident feels different. It lasts longer than it should. The buzzing feels ominous, almost like a warning.
My apologies, Livewire. As much as I'm enjoying our conversation, there are a few things I must attend to.
By the way, I have a degree in customer service. This game has told me so. Don't you belittle me.
It's nearly time to open for the show. Allow me to show you to your seat.
It does feel like your seat now, even as the power continues to surge and ebb. The lights flicker, the bulbs buzz and drone. The crowd thickens and murmurs anxiously, beginning to grow restless, until Volt finally takes the stage.
We've got a real treat for you tonight. According to him, he is a new musician no one has ever heard of, and if they think they have, they're wrong, or my name ain't Johnny. P.S. Don't read that part. Well, read it, but don't say it out loud, for amp's sake.
Is this a Johnny Splash? Why is Johnny Splat?
It's Steamy Hendrix!
Oh my god, get out of here.
There must be some kind of way out of here. I'll sell the shampoo to the soap. There's too much conditioner. I can't get no scalp relief. And then I got this guitar solo planned. I'll be damned if I know how to play the guitar, but I'll learn it a cappella for you. It goes like this. Wow, 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 wow.
Yes, meow meow. Come here. Right after that wow wow, he went meow. Hi. You hang out with me for a little bit? Or is this just an excuse to crawl over my desk?
No one knows more about stinkings than Jean-Luc, and this smells like a big one. A turd named P.U.
This is Horatio. He is the loveliest love boy.
I always appreciate feedback from other artists.
Thank you. I appreciate the grooming. I know I'm dirty.
That wasn't feedback, darling. That was backwash.
Oh, that's Barry.
You're right. The tastes of audiences are fickle and ever-changing. I'll retool my act once more. That'll fix it.
I know who the real star is here. I think that's actually as far down as it's going to lean. Maybe I can get it a little more like that. There we go. We are now kiddied.
The show concludes, mercifully.
Wait for Volt.
And you wait, but Volt does not come.
Leave.
You get up to leave and you notice Eddie quietly closing the door to the back room and shuffling to the bar to fix his drink.
Eddie, how are you?
Oh, for fuck's sake, what do you want?
Is it just you here closing up?
Obvious question time. Fun.
No, actually, I was looking for you.
Wait, what? Why?
Volt is a super big liar, and I want to get some info on him.
Why do you think that? Did something happen?
Weird things keep happening with the power. He says it's nothing, but it doesn't seem like nothing.
What kind of weird things?
The light's flickering and making a buzzing sound. The power seems unstable.
So you came here to... what?
To help.
Right. Well, good luck with that.
Hey, come on, please?
The hell do you expect me to do about it? Volt's the one who runs the power here. If there's a problem, let him handle it.
If he could handle it, he would have. He's in over his head.
Huh. Yeah, you're smarter than you look. You actually care about this, don't you?
I do.
Damn it. You're not gonna let this go, are you? I'm gonna regret this. How are you with tools?
I'm bored to screw.
Good enough. Come back after tonight, ready to work.
What kind of work?
Do you want to help or not?
I do. Right, got it. I'll be here.
Better. You got what you came for, right? Can I finish my drink in peace?
Yeah, fine. Well, if we're going to be working together, I'd like to know more about you.
Oh, I'm regretting this already. You're not going to go away unless I do a formal introduction, is that it?
Yeah, kinda.
Eddie. My name's Eddie, which you already know because we've met.
Not really met, so much as both been near Volts at the same time.
Whatever. Good enough?
Just Eddie? That's all I get?
Edison. Edison Watts. You want my
Okay,
barcode
bye.
too?
The kitty has journeyed onward.
Look, you'd better rest up if you want to be useful tomorrow. Unless you've changed your mind.
You can't get rid of me that easy.
Right. Well, this has been... something. But I need to get back to it.
Yeah.
Oh, and if you do show up, wear something comfortable.
Okay. So there's that. Let's talk to the window in the attic.
If you're coming to see if the kids are outside, they aren't. They got called back in to eat. And the kid with the green shirt? Still wearing his green shirt.
That shirt has to be dirty by now.
Oh, I know it is. I saw the kid fall on the ground 7 times. Things have been bustling on the street today. There was someone learning how to ride a bike out there. Oh, a few people were sitting on the curb and talking. They were having a good time. I could hear them laughing from here. And those kids do nothing but play. Every day. I know there'll come a day when they don't play anymore and they don't even really like each other. But at least they have today.
That's a pretty intense view.
It's the truth. Nothing wrong with it. We live in a pretty great neighborhood. Everyone's friendly. Do you ever wonder what the neighbors say about you?
Should I be worried?
Definitely.
Rude! Oh no.
It's okay. I'll protect you. But they haven't seen you out of the house in how long? Oh, I suppose the amount of time isn't important. I'm just lucky I get to spend equal parts inside and outside. No offense, but life would be pretty boring otherwise.
Don't you have fun in here?
Not as much as they have out there. It's okay. I don't blame you, though. It's just the way things are. I suppose we can't all have the carefree life of children. But surely we can have more fun than we are having now. What would you do if you did go outside, And I don't want you to answer right now. I know it will just stress you out.
I'd garden more.
Think about it. And meet me back here.
Okay.
And yes, that means I would like for you to leave now.
Gwendolyn,
You're
Jesus
making me kind of
Christ.
sad. Bye-bye.
Rude. Okay, so we did this Dorian. I believe we've done that Dorian. Let's see if we've done this Dorian.
Checking in on the bedroom closets again.
Oh, I already did
You must
this.
have enjoyed your time with me here.
I did.
See you next time then.
Okay, yeah. So that's fine, whatever. We can check that door off the list. Here.
Hello, sunshine.
Kopi. Abel told me to say hi.
Abel? My sturdy cowboy. I've known Abel for some time now, and I'm not surprised he sent you to me. He's a solitary type, but if you asked, he'd give you the cloth off his table. Why, he holds up practically half the house without a word of complaint.
He said he doesn't like the casual stuff, but sort of dodged me when I asked what he meant.
Yes, he would dodge that question. I think the most important thing to know about Abel is that he's not quiet out of any kind of shyness. That's just how he is. If there's nothing to say, he's content to share in your company.
So does he like coffee?
Everyone likes coffee, darling.
That is not true.
I'll pour you a cup of his favorite. It's an Ethiopian Sidama Adi that tastes like strawberries, served black and hot.
Yeah, Ethiopian coffee is like, when you hear people say it tastes like fruit, they're like, nah, that can't be true. Hell yeah, do Ethiopian coffees taste like fruit? I've had one that really tasted like I was eating blueberry pie.
Oh, it is.
With the coffee in hand, you take your leave.
All right. Oh, interesting. Holly. Right, Holly can only talk in the morning. Oh, I can crouch. Weird. I didn't know that.
Perfect timing!
You come to expect Holly's spirited greetings, but this one still manages to startle you just a little.
Misurai, how long were you thinking of that one? He says, I like my coffee like I like my women, strong, given proper credit for their contributions to both home and the workplace, and in the face of the patriarchy. Victor just walked in the kitchen and walked away. He was like, that is too much after work. Misurai's like, it's been in my back pocket forever. I'm just here when the prophecy tells me to be.
Oh, let's get prophetic!
Spooky.
Anyway, how do you feel about flyers?
You would like me to put that everywhere, wouldn't you? I fucking love flyers!
So do I! So I've got a mail drop shift, and I figured why not do more? You know? So I picked up a flyer drop shift. And I figure since you're here, you're wanting to hang out anyway. So Keep me company?
Sounds great!
Great! Race you to the kitchen.
I knew I had no choice in that one. I what?
Holly takes off before you can even finish your sentence, fleeing towards the kitchen.
Sorry, I can't hear you over me. Winning! Tortoise, and here we are.
I'm deeply unfit.
You should work hospo. Free gym membership.
That is not at all true about working hospitality, baby. So what are we actually doing?
If you're going to be my helper, you need to know the basics. There's a Mirth Day festival next week. I get 50 cents a flyer for handing out 100 flyers. And that is...
$50.
Bingo! It's $50, which isn't bad to be honest. And it just so happens that between you, me, and 98 roommates, we've got 100 folks to fly through.
Actually, yeah, you could get that done, like, in an hour.
And we're gonna start right here. Kofi, I'm back!
Holly!
Kofi, be my favorite customer and take a flyer. I gotta get rid of 100 of them, and they know when I don't. I don't know how, but they know.
You got an intern?
Something like that.
Holly works hard. You might need a copy to keep up. And on that note, I better get back to work. Pick up a shift, Holly. I miss you.
Soon, I promise.
You said that last month.
But now I actually have time, I think.
Oh. So, Mirth Day?
Mirth Day. Well, it's like a bulk birthday for everyone all at once. You get a Mirth Day.
And you get a Mirth Day.
You're all getting a Mirth Day.
I'll get a Mirth Day. All right, Holly, I'm here. Your energy's infectious. I'm ready. Let's go.
It was nice. None of us objects have a real birthday on account of not being born. But I love birthdays, even if I've never seen one. So it was nice to have our own version.
What?
Oh, good catch. It's a lot of effort. Everyone organizing that many presents for that many people. I don't blame them for phoning it in eventually. Folks used to put in the effort as much as it was. They tried, they cared. But caring is hard, and trying is trying. And Mirth Day just petered out. I can make the holidays happen, but I can't make people celebrate. That's up to them. And to them, nowadays it's an excuse to drink, which is fine, and it pays the bills. Oh, hey, Cam!
Very lame. All of this. Very.
Hasn't had his coffee grounds yet. He's actually very polite. Cam always waits until everyone else has finished theirs first. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, yeah. Drinking on Mirth Day. It's fine. People celebrate how they want to.
Fine or fine?
Both. Chew on that. And while you chew, next up, Betty buys. Race you again.
This time you beat Holly at her own game, arriving at your bedroom just a few moments before her.
Holy smokes, Whizbot. You're a real speedster.
Feel free to pick up the pace.
Oh, I'll get you yet, you dastardly dasher, you.
Holly?
Oh, hi, Betty. You look so good.
Oh, are you in love with Betty?
Drama!
It's been like too long. I've just been, resting a lot. Getting lots of rest. It's been like super restful. I'm just feeling like very rested. You know?
Ooh.
Please don't tell me you picked up another shift.
I picked up another shift.
Seriously? When was your last day off?
I refuse to answer on the grounds that it may incriminate me.
Holly?
Anyway, there's this super sweet Mirth Day festival. You should totally check it out. Oh my god, we should go together. Wouldn't that be great? Here, take a flyer. Take some for everyone. Okay, I'm gonna go finish my shift and get some rest. Love you. Bye! Meet me in the bathroom.
Holly is in such a rush to escape Betty's potential scolding, she forgets all about racing you. You both make it to the bathroom without losing your breath.
Ooh, wait, that was close.
He seemed concerned.
She's always concerned. Betty's a sweetheart. She just gets paranoid I'm getting enough rest. Last Blissmas, she gave me the silent treatment until I took a day off work. Everyone said she was worried about me burning out. Which is crazy, by the way. How do you get burnt out over Blissmas? It's way too cold for that. Betty's a real angel, though.
She's got a point, though.
Maybe.
What up, duckwads? Who the duck is that?
They are new.
Ew.
Be nice, Revy.
Revy gets along with so many people but me.
No.
Ugh.
What do you want?
I need to dump some flyers. Help me out with the bathroom drop? Please!
Fine. Only 'cause you're cute.
No, you.
Fine. Get the duck out of here. I'll start thinking I'm soft.
But you are soft and squishy.
Squish this!
Yes, sirree. Off to the office for me. I mean, wee.
Why aren't we going to the gym? This seems really out of order. You know, is this really the most optimal route?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just following the handbook. And if the handbook route is outdated and lends me some overtime, I'm not going to be mad about it. I get screwed on the daily. Might as well get paid for it.
That's fine.
Not like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that, though. Anyway, office! Bring out your dad! Oh, and make sure you do not hand those flyers to Jerry. You will never see them again.
Oh, really?
Did someone say Jerry?
No! Terry!
Who's Terry?
You know, Terry... terry cloth. Terry cloth. He's new.
Oh, Terry!
Yep. Terry, great guy.
Hey, Holly, did you bring any of those flyers? You know I love a good flyer.
Okay, nice chatting, Jerry.
Nice chatting. Oh, say hi to Terry.
I will.
Great chat.
Great chat. You know what? I'm just gonna put these right here and run. Next stop, the land of the living.
The living room?
You know it. Close one. Jerry is great, mind you, but he gobbles flyers up like pastries, and then he never actually goes to the event anyway. And then my boss is always like, why is no one here? Because one drawer took 20 flyers. What do you want me to do? You know? Also because your event is a little meh. Don't tell him I said that.
Don't like your boss?
He's fine. He's a good boss. It's just, I think you can always tell someone's dying when people start selling t-shirts.
Yeah, like when a bar sells a t-shirt, I'm always like,
I mean, he pays my bills, gives me most of my shifts, but he sells a lot of t-shirts, that one. Anyway, here we are, the land of the living, where we come to laze. Ironic, no?
Less so when you say it.
Well, I think it is. Lots of holidays at home here, simmering around. What's your favorite?
Blissmas.
So many presents, so much bliss, so little organized religion.
Love it.
I love the small ones. I mean, I love all of them, of course, but I adore the small ones. The ones you'd never know. Because you know for sure those people are there because they want to be, because they care. And that's all it is, right? A holiday. A group of people, big or small, willing wonder into the world. And what could be more wonderful? I'd put up with all the silly shifts in the world to be a part of that.
I still say Blissmas is the best.
Someone's getting sentimental.
Dante!
Flyer drop?
Flyer drop.
It might be the ash talking, but you really ought to take a break.
You know me.
That I do. And you really ought to take a break. When was the last time you did?
Oh, it was when it was. Can I leave these with you?
If you promise to take a day off.
I promise.
Thoroughly convinced.
Thanks, Dante. You are my favorite fireplace.
I'm your only fireplace.
And my favorite.
Get some rest.
And rest we shall. Woo-wee! Thanks for today. Truth be told, I'm a bit petered out. But I really appreciate your company. I've actually got another shift in a bit. But swing by soon and we can hang out again. I've got a couple of flyer shifts lately, so I'm always happy for a walking buddy.
His Uncle Iron indeed. Should you really be going to another shift?
Why not? I've got the pep. Might as well use it. I really ought to start getting ready, though. Swing by soon, sunshine.
This woman is dying. All right. What is the last painting?
I am having so many feelings right now.
Are you NPR?
On the one hand, this is the last piece, and how exciting that we have done so much good work on the gallery. And on the other hand, this is the last piece. And after this, I won't have such an easy reason to have you around and work with you. I almost don't know what to feel. I suppose I'll feel it all. That usually works.
Feel all the things.
All? Oh, you mean just the two things I delineated a moment ago? Of course.
You can feel all of them if you want, bud.
Ooh, you had me scared there for a moment. I have many other feelings, some not discovered yet by mankind. This last one is a true modernist kick in the pants. I give you protest art in the style of the one and only
Banksy.
Ah, it's so irreverent and bold. I do love it. What do you think? Let's get into it.
Oh, we're for sure talking about this one.
Talk! Tell me things!
I am so on board with art as a political tool.
As am I. I mean, I am on board with art as the perfect solution to just about any situation, and politics are no exception. How do you find this piece to be political?
A white man who is a thief, stealing personal info from people who are so disenfranchised they aren't even in the image. Come on.
Are we going to display this one?
Totally.
And where is this fantastic thing going?
Unfortunately, the only place left is my bedroom.
Just there?
Love it.
Well. Here we are. All 4 pieces for the gallery have been studied and placed. What an achievement! In the wake of it, there is something I need to tell you. And don't think I didn't notice your fantastic red shirt.
It cost me $8.
You see, I've been thinking about you. About us.
Guy, we have only talked about art. I don't really know you at all. This is a friendship.
You put them all up and talked about it every time. I am in love! Oh, it is rare to meet someone like yourself. And as you can imagine, I have met a great many folks. But you helped me with my gallery by offering your thoughts and opinions. You hung up every single piece and talked with me like humans do to each other. Even though they were so different from each other, and even though they may not all have been exactly to your taste.
I had a lot of fun!
I am thrilled beyond words to hear that. What's more, what is most, really, you talked with me about every single piece. To have someone to talk to, someone willing and smart, someone so vibrant and open-minded. I am happier in this moment than I have ever been. For I am in love with you. I am in love with what we have done.
That's one of the nicest things anyone's ever said to me, computer game.
And I must know now, as I have needed to know so often before. What do you think? Can we talk about the great artwork of us?
How about if we are great friends?
My excellent co-curator.
Oh, he just gave me a whole hell a lot of smarts. I got 10 smarts from that guy. I'm a smarty. The smartiest petardiest. Alright. So. Done. 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 Done.
I am the single path from the gymnasium to the first floor bathroom. Without me here, I could see you drenched in sweat after a workout, pathetically wandering from no less than 2 other rooms and doors until at last you are surrounded by the welcoming sight of the washroom. Imagine the shame as your unwashed form slithers across the 2nd floor landing, witnessed by all the other objects, gazing at you from lidless eyes. Where would you be without one such as me?
Oh, you really are the 2nd floor bathroom door.
This is the 1st floor, the premier etage. Downstairs is
I know, you've already told me that. I don't care. I'm right, you're wrong. Get over it.
Hey.
Hey. Can I join?
I'd rather you didn't, actually. Sorry if that seemed rude. I'm just in my head right now. Do you mind coming back some other time? I'd rather be alone right now.
Yeah, okay. Let me try and get her to talk.
I'd rather not. Thanks.
Okay. Well. I will worry about you from afar then.
What ho, thou valiant warrior! Welcome back to the
I got to
site
play
of
rock,
your
paper, scissors.
recent victory. The Dipogeny still speak of you. You're something of a figure to them now.
And you? Do you still think about me?
But of course. It is a rare thing to find an equal in battle. To be seen, to find and feel such pleasure. Treasured memories float inside my mind. An iridescent tide of sweet sensation.
Oh, Titus, your words. Can't you see what you do to me?
I see a flush upon a faithful cheek, a glint of fire and longing in thy sight. Were I to be a speaker for your heart, upon new wings of love we might take flight. This is only what I have seen. I have been wrong. Gods know I have made mistakes. But if I am, sweet soul, tripping and stumbling now, tell me, before another drop of vulnerable blood spills from my lips.
I am entranced by you.
Then shall we two by dreaming moonset lie, on beds of blooms, hollows of safety sweet, gazing through the heart, the breath, the eye, gift our depths and secret souls to meet. Come, my darling warrior, thou and I hath waited long enough on this new field. We'll call the battle joined, our joinings sealed.
Yay!
Come.
Dope. Okay. Holly.
You can already tell Holly isn't here because of the pointed silence, but it's still a bit jarring to look around and not see her anywhere. Florence appears to be here in her stead. She looks at you like she's been expecting you.
I'm Florence, the floor. I work in Mayor Celia's office on the second floor landing. You're Holly's friend?
I am. Oh, I bet she collapsed from exhaustion. Yeah, best character leveling achieved indeed. Where's Holly?
She's not well. She does this thing every couple of months where she refuses to take a day off until her body catches up with her and she just
collapses.
Shuts down.
Why do you think that is?
She's a busy bee. A silly busy bee. I'd say come see her, but she's asleep. She'll be fine, so she says. Always is. Poor thing.
Can I help?
Tell her to stop working so hard? I mean, good luck. No, what she needs is rest. Trust me, we've tried everything else.
Almost everything.
Everything worthwhile?
What she means is, we've tried everything easy.
So what haven't you tried?
We haven't gotten her fired.
Yet.
Ever.
That seems drastic.
That's what I said.
Drastic times.
Drastic measures.
True. True. Manic depressive. I think so, Mistroy. I think so. I think she's manic depressive. And I think she just doesn't want to get help, right? Because if she got help, she would at least be able to balance her need to be constantly busy.
We care about her. It's just painful to see her like this over a job that doesn't even pay that well.
It pays atrociously.
So and your solution is getting her fired?
No.
Yes.
No.
An awkward silence falls over your assembled group. No one can quite look you in the eye.
We have... maybe... possibly... occasionally considered the thought.
Regularly.
Increasingly so.
In jest. Mostly. But we won't.
Probably not.
Probably. Definitely. We'll figure something out.
A distant shout sends chills up your spine.
I'm awake!
Back to it.
Kopi and Betty scatter, leaving you and Florence alone to face Holly.
Holly.
Oh, you came to see me! You're supposed to be resting, Holly! You're supposed to be resting. Go to bed.
You're not my mother.
Besides, I picked up a shift. I'm fine. And I'm out. Have fun!
Yeah, what the fuck happened to you?
Holly turns to you, her jaw dropping open to slur out an extended greeting. She doesn't quite seem her usual energetic self.
You came.
Should you really be working?
No rest, only work, and no sleep, only wake. I'm great. Just had a power nap, picked up a shift, ready to rumble. Let's jingle those bells. And on that note...
Yep. Is that the Gleester Bunny?
Bruce? Where is that big, beautiful, fluffy bastard? Bruce! Bruce! Here's Honey Bunny! Bruce! I brought milk and cookies. Oh, that's the other guy. With the beard. What's his name again? Florence says I'm grounded. She said my mom? Grounded.
Holly collapses forward face first, completely knocked out. A pair of arms catch her at the last minute, stopping her from smashing her face on the floor.
I've got her.
Betty eases Holly to the ground, gently lying her down before slipping away.
I got a shift.
Just a dream.
Merry bliss, miss.
I didn't realize she got that bad.
I warned you. Sometimes you've just got to see it for yourself.
Is it always that bad?
Worse. There it is. Poor Betty. Don't worry. There's no fluids or anything. Just a whole lot of tinsel.
Oh my god.
I should go and help.
Is she gonna be alright?
She's usually like this for a couple days. I'm sure she appreciates you swinging by, but what she really needs is rest. So, bye.
Oh, we're getting that bitch fired. That is that. We are firing your fucking ass. Oh, I think the attic's completely done.
Hey. You approach the breaker box, and it isn't anything like you remember. It looks almost lifeless. There's no boisterous crowd, and the sign buzzing dully in the window reads closed. The door hangs ajar, like a slack mouth. You push through, though, and find Eddie at the end of the bar, nursing his usual cocktail.
Huh, you actually showed up.
Yep.
I guess that means I lose.
Bye! Of course I did, like I said I would.
Good to know. A little inconvenient for me, but good to know. I made a bet. Was pretty sure you'd back out. But I guess there's still time. You'll probably change your mind once you realize what you signed up for.
Eddie sets down his drink and shrugs out of his vest. He begins rolling up his sleeves.
I'm not afraid of hard work.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see about that. Well, as long as you're here, might as well get to it. There's a lot to do before we open.
I cannot date the crack in the wall. I tried. Let's get started.
Usually I take care of all the maintenance after hours, but we've been so slammed lately, there just hasn't been enough time. Things are breaking down faster than I can get to them. And trying to do anything while the club is open is essentially pointless. There's always questions and distractions and polite conversation.
Yeah.
It's exhausting.
That's why the power's all weird, because you're behind on some handiwork?
All things need maintenance. Nothing, no matter how well made, can function indefinitely. Eventually, we all wear down one way or another. And if something isn't given proper maintenance, they break down even faster.
You saying Volts is wearing down?
In the sense that we're all wearing down from the second we're produced. But no, that's not what's causing the power fluctuations. Come on, we're starting with the wiring backstage. Oh, and grab that tool bag.
Though you are not a natural handyman and Eddie is not a teacher, the two of you manage to make decent progress through his to-do list. At one point, Eddie leaves you alone to get something from the bar, and you confidently ascend a ladder to change a dead bulb.
I'm gonna fall off this ladder.
But as Eddie returns...
Wait, be careful, that's not...
The ladder suddenly gives way beneath you, releasing you into thin air.
It's just like you have to make the meat cute.
But a split second later, Eddie is there, strong arms outstretched to catch you.
Yep.
Stable. You all right?
The customary ice in Eddie's eyes, just for a moment, has melted.
I think so.
As Eddie releases you, his face contorts back into its customary gruff expression.
That was unbelievably careless. What were you trying to do exactly?
Replacing the light bulb, like you said.
I told you to replace the one behind the bar.
Oops.
The floorboard under these lights is loose, which is why I told you not to touch them yet.
Ooh, not to touch them.
Just pay more attention.
I will.
You're sure you're not hurt?
I'm good, really. Thanks. Maybe you should pick me back up just to make sure.
Well, next time I'm just gonna let you fall. Now, go get the ladder and put it behind the bar this time.
The next and last phase of your work proceeds without incident.
It's really fun doing this stuff, working with your hands.
You've done surprisingly adequate work, mostly.
Except falling off a ladder against my will. I had a pretty good teacher.
No, you had an excellent teacher.
Oh, get the fuck out.
If you'd only had a pretty good teacher, you probably would have electrocuted yourself. Twice.
That's fair.
And we got through more of the to-do list than I expected. That's probably good enough for today if you want to, you know, head out.
Or I could stay and hang out for a bit.
I suppose if you want to rest before you leave, that's fine.
Did we fix everything yet?
Not everything. These things take time. Look, next time we'll get the rest. Just need to do a little more work and it'll all be fixed.
You okay, Eddie?
Yeah. I'm always okay.
That's a lie.
See ya.
Don't you lie to me, to my face. Okay. So, we've done all of the Dorians guaranteed here. So let's do this. Dorian?
Would you like to go for a walk?
Because you're a walk-in closet?
You catch my meaning well. You could do all sorts of things inside me here. Practically my own little room.
I actually lived in a closet for like 3 years. Like my bed was on the floor and everything. Because my room was so small and the closet was like twice its size.
Spread your arms this way and that. Jump up and down. Sit and have a spot of tea.
I actually really liked that room. I hated the house it was in. Sounds like fun.
Oh, it's right fun, innit? I've been thinking of upgrading this to a real room in the house. I don't have the proper permits. Also on my door. Goodbye.
Okay. Well. We don't need to go in there anymore, so we'll shut that door. Maybe we have to go in there for Hector eventually, so I guess we'll leave it open. Ugh, I just want to close a door and call it done! Okay. I don't think I've talked to this Wendolyn.
Look who's back. You must be here to watch the clouds with me.
You still doing that?
I am. This is the best view in the whole house for it. It isn't like there's much else to look at from here. Not to say there isn't potential. You've got that nice lawn, but you never use it. The backyard would be a great place for an event. A picnic, a movie night with friends, anything like that, really. It kind of reminds me of you. It has a lot of potential.
Potential is good, though.
Only if you use it, sweetie. Eventually the world stops rewarding potential. You know that, right?
Yeah, I know.
I'm really not trying to hurt your feelings by saying these things. I'm just pointing out the truth. The backyard is for entertaining. And you have not done that in a long while.
Are we back, Boopy?
Do you know why I like looking at the clouds?
They can look like anything?
Exactly. Clouds have endless potential. They can move freely and be whatever our minds want them to be. The same could go for you. You could be like a cloud.
Moody and stormy?
Well, yes. But you could be whatever you set your mind to be.
Wendolyn, that is a fucking myth and you know it.
And that includes being social.
Would you... You are being kind of an asshole. Do you have something in mind?
Of course I do. I've spent a lot of time thinking about this. You should host a backyard party. Clearly, you don't know how to entertain people.
Do you think I know people?
But let me take care of the planning, and you just worry about the guest list.
Who do I even invite?
All your little work friends. Invite them.
I don't have them.
Oh, like Sam.
I don't know about this.
And don't worry, even if you are feeling a bit of those old nerves, I got you covered. I'll plan out this whole get-together, and then you can decide if it's a go or not. How does that sound? You know what? Don't answer that. You just need someone to do it for you.
You're being
Give me some
mean,
time to think,
Gwendolyn.
and then come back. It shouldn't take me long.
Dasha is lifting an enormous stack of papers over her head, standing on one leg, barely breaking a sweat. She drops them as soon as she sees you.
Ow! Aww! Hey, Dasha, how's it going?
It is going excellent now that you have arrived. After all, today we have practice date.
What? You really are passionate about helping out others, aren't you?
Most certainly, there is no greater joy in life. If there is one thing I have learned from dear Abel, it is that helping others is a great way to ignore the sadness within you.
Dasha? Is that really what Abel would want you to do?
What Abel would want? Why are we speaking about what Abel would want?
You seem to really value his opinion.
Of course I do. Don't we all? Abel is beloved by the entire house for a reason. He is kind, smart, supportive, handsome.
I see.
What do you mean by that, Why are you looking at me like this? No, no, no. We are wasting time that is meant to be used for your date training. That is enough of that. Come, come. Date time is now. All right. Here we are on our first date. Where have you chosen to take me?
A restaurant?
Ah, a restaurant. Yes, yes. A classic for a good reason. We will gaze into each other's eyes across table and feel the sparks. Come then, let us go to a restaurant in our imaginations. Here we are.
A restaurant?
Shall
Oh
we
my
share
god.
Appetizer, dear date?
She signed it. That pretty smile is all the appetizer I need.
Huh? Pretty smile? Me? Perhaps you are meaning someone else?
Do you see anyone else here?
This imaginary restaurant is filled with people. Like herring in the barrel, as my father always said. Perhaps our waitress has impressed you with her pretty smile?
I'm talking to you, Dasha.
Oh, well.
Are you blushing?
Well, that is one way to impress your date. But sharing appetizer is also excellent way to get close. Whew. Let us move on. Our food has arrived, and I am eating my steak with
Gross.
great enthusiasm. What do you do next?
I ask if you'd like to try some of my pasta.
Ah, that is the way. There is no greater joy than gazing lovingly into your date's eyes and taking bite of food from their plate.
There are lots of people who would disagree with you, my dear.
Romance, spark, sensual generosity, top marks. And now, our final question. The waiter walks in with bill and sets it on table between us. What do you do?
I already paid the bill while you were in the bathroom.
Oh, it is like that, is it? You think you are faster than Dasha?
I am faster than Dasha!
You think you have gotten the better of me?
I worked in food service for 12 years! I do have the better of you!
You have started down dark path, my friend. One you are not prepared for, I think.
Dasha, this isn't real.
The date is not real, but the slight to my honor is very real. Watch your back. When we dine together next, you are
I have actually served Russians before, and this is literally exactly what happens. Like, somebody will find you when the appetizer is happening, and will say, do not let anyone else pay. And then within 10 minutes, another adult at the table comes and finds you and says, do not let that other person pay. They already probably talked to you. Don't listen to them. And then when you're at that table, the next person, about when the entree lands, says, hey, I know my family's going to try and give you their cards to pay in advance, but I'm definitely gonna have to pay. And then when the bill comes, you're gonna get everyone's card, like other cards from the same people who already gave you your card at the same time. I once had, so it's not just Russian culture, I once had a Chinese man chase me around my restaurant, trying to not let his daughter pay for dinner. And I was like, he was like, you've got to refund it. You've got to refund it. You can't let her pay. I was like, sir, you need to take this up with your daughter. Was it good though?
What? What? Yes. Technically. I mean, no, it is good. I just... I do not like to lose in this. Let us move on. If we dwell on this, I will become angry again.
Meester's like, yeah, I have a couple of my friend group that do shit like this as well, trying to outcard each other to pay. Yeah, actually, when I was employed, me and Tony would go to the coffee shop. Sometimes I'd meet him in Corvallis, that's where his office is. And one time the barista was like, you guys are cute, because we were literally yelling at each other in line. And Tony's this real mild-mannered Welsh person, and he was just like, no, I'm going to cover it. And I was like, no. And he was like, no. And I was like, no. Then we started arguing with her. Like, I won't fight with people, especially because I'm not employed right now. I don't fight with anybody. But, you know, I'm gonna buy my own fucking coffee. If it matters more, like, I've given up with Tony. It matters more to him than it matters to me, so I let Tony pay a lot. Because it just means something to him. Like, but he's also really open with me about his budget, so every once in a while I'm like, no, you don't have the money for this, shut up. But it means a lot it means way more to him than it does to me, so I let him do it. But like with Vic and I, we just talk about who has more money, and sometimes we say you're gonna pay me back, and sometimes we don't. Like, he's gonna pay me back for burritos this one day, but not the next day, and it was exactly the same cost. But that other day, I hadn't agreed to pay for it, and it was an accident, and this day it wasn't.
Very good. You are becoming quite the charmer. There is always more to learn. We will continue next time.
Can't wait!
See you again.
I'm going to get you and Abel together. You guys are gonna make out. They're gonna make out. Holly!
Florence is still here in Holly's place. She shakes her head when she sees you, confirming what you've already suspected.
Oh, you're back. She's still out of it. She went really hard this time.
I want to help.
Whatever you're thinking of, we've already thought it.
Hear me out.
You're all ears.
I'm gonna make a new holiday.
That seems...
Dasha is Jack from... Yeah, Courtney Taylor. Jack from Me Too, yeah.
Counterintuitive.
Except the whole point will be to celebrate Holly.
And her job will be to enjoy it.
Precisely.
They all exchange looks, but they don't seem unconvinced.
It's roundabout.
But it could work.
It's the kind of roundabout that could.
It'll be all hands on deck.
Otherwise, she'll just take it all on herself. We'll ask around.
Well, okay, Florence, we're not going to get the rest of that line. If you could get 3 other folks to pitch in, we might be able to pull something off. I'll leave it to you then. All right. Well, that would be Rebel, Jerry, Dante. Those were the 3 that she ran into while running around. Abel. The kitchen Abel.
Hey there.
Hey.
You get a chance to talk with Kopi?
She actually gave me this cup of coffee for you. She said it was your favorite.
She sure does know her way around a cup of coffee. Thank you. I needed this today.
Something bothering you?
Me? No. Oh, it's nothing to trouble yourself over.
Know any good stories?
Plenty of stories to tell.
What about you?
Me? Oh, sure. I've got stories, I suppose. They're not exactly exciting, though. You know what? You want exciting? You should talk to the captain. Why, I swear he's seen it all. Why don't you go ask Captain Jacques about his time on the high seas?
I'm gonna have to talk to everybody else before you'll talk to me. And I can't even talk to Jacques because I gotta wait. Let me see if he'll talk to me.
You want a story about a table? I am a table. I am boring. The end.
That's it? I've been on this fetch quest for forever.
That's right. Thinks he can hide his little crush for the big desk. Pesh.
What's that now?
I said, pesh. Good day.
Yeah, you're wasting my time, Abel. Okay. So, we did that closet.
The gymnasium. Do you enjoy coming here?
No.
Yeah, it's all right. Honesty's always my favourite path. If you're looking to meet some new faces, I could tell you about
I actually really love going to the gym, but I like gyms that are outside of my house. Sure, who's here?
You'll find Stepford, Christoph, and Dunk more than anyone here. What can I do for you?
Oh, I've met them all.
Then I am no help to you here, I reckon. Carry on.
Wait, you can stay open. Okay.
Welcome to Roofbox, the home for all your coffee needs.
Roofbox. It's nice to see you again.
Kopi gives you an awkward smile, fidgeting with her coffee implements. She keeps looking at you as though she was searching for something.
Oh, well, it's, nice to see you too. You're, that's
Life of a
right.
barista. I know you. Sure, I totally know you. Absolutely. Oh yeah, I do know you.
Kopi snaps her fingers, realization striking.
We had a little chat last time, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Bless you, Victor. We did.
Well, thanks for coming back. I do appreciate your patronage. We actually have a new drink added to the menu since the last time you came in. So, what can I get for you today?
An affogato.
Okay, no problem. One affogato, order up.
Kopi flies into action, assembling your drink order with speed and skill.
Coffee for Broom Sheila! I love it.
All right.
Let's see. Broom Sheila. What else could we do?
Here
Let's
we go.
see.
One affogato. Enjoy.
It is coffee poured over the top of an ice cream. Scoop of ice cream.
Is there anything you'd like to know about the affogato?
What's in an affogato?
An affogato is a pretty fun coffee. Honestly, it's kind of more like a dessert. You usually use some kind of vanilla gelato or ice cream at the bottom of the cup, and then it's a pretty awesome coffee.
Get out of here, Mise Roy. I think your name would be Mise en place and you'd be a cutting board. So it is a dessert or a drink?
Gosh, that's a question that's pretty heavily debated amongst coffee fans. Personally, though, I like to think of it as a drink. Just a fun drink. We'll see you next time.
All right, let's go. Actually, this ends our week. It went by pretty smoothly this time.
Your room is dark
JK.
and cold, and though you may have gone to sleep alone, you can feel someone else here. Nightmare looms over the edge of your bed, at once friendly and disquieting.
Is it you again? Ah, you're back. I've been contemplating what to show you this time. What may unsettle you? Get your blood pumping. This time I think maybe you're speaking in front of an audience. Is that scary alone? The thought of being vulnerable in front of so many people?
Biblically accurate, Dave.
Expecting eyes on you, knowing if you misspeak even once, they won't respect you. They might not even like you, or be able to stand you. Your words tumble out and you start mixing them up. You can feel your heartbeat in your ears. The spotlights on you make you start to sweat. You start to get your lips under control and the words start to flow the way you intended. Then your tongue presses against your front teeth and they give.
The other night, I had a dream where I was pulling out my teeth and they had like roots on them. Like tree roots. And I was just coughing up each tooth and these bloody roots were piling up in the kitchen sink.
One of your teeth slips out of your gum and down onto the podium in front of you.
Ah, they stunk.
You stare in horror. You reach to pick it up, and then a canine tooth drops to your tongue. You let out a petrifying, guttural scream as your own teeth fall loose from your gums. A tickle in your throat makes you cough. The people in the audience gasp, retch, lean back, flee from their seats. You're coughing up more teeth. They come out of your mouth and into your hands bloody. Your mouth is just gums now, but the teeth, they're still coming. Tears prickle in your eyes. Then you try to apologize to your audience. You realize you're a monster. The teeth clatter to the podium and...
Get out.
Did I get you?
The teeth thing freaks me out.
Is that so? Why don't you tell me what really scares you? There must be something you're hiding away. Something a little deeper. A tad more frightening than bugs and blood and teeth.
You gonna use my answer to scare me?
The important thing is, you'll learn from what I show you. Don't you want to conquer your fears? Let go of your insecurities?
I'm afraid of abandonment.
Interesting. We've all lost someone, haven't we? But for you, it's not losing the person. It's being left that's terrifying.
Nightmare takes a few steps back, beginning to fade away as the room grows lighter. It must be getting close to sunrise.
Thank you for being honest with me. I will have to think about your answer. Good night.
Well, I guess that ends our week. Thank you, Misroy, for hanging out. Tevra, Day, it was really nice for everybody to stop by. Anybody who didn't say hi, hello. As usual, we will be dating everything until everybody's a person. So tomorrow is Claire. Oh, actually, tomorrow is the one date everything that is not a date everything today, because tomorrow is Claire and then Animal Well. So, we'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye. To hell with Dishy and